Guthrie Bluejay football is brought to you by Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, and you. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. North Church Guthrie, you matter. John Vance Auto Group, where it's comfortable to buy a car. Senator Chuck Hall, taking care of the people's business. Mercy Hospital, Logan County, your life is our life's work. South Point Baptist Church, welcome home. F&M Bank, a neighbor you can count on. S&T Oilfield Services, Joshua 2415. Integrity Heat and Air, we work with integrity. Strive Wellness Lounge, health therapy. Companion Healthcare, home health. Guthrie Bluejay football is also brought to you by Interbank, A-Team Overhead Door, Red River Roofing, Guthrie Tag Agency, Hayes Funeral Home, Sonic I-35 and Highway 33, Mosquito and Pest Authority, Reese Appliance Repair, Exxon, and Merritt Roberts Farm Bureau, Oklahoma.
Welcome to Guthrie Football.
The following is a production of Guthrie Football, spanning across the Blue Jay Network.
Throws it up for Dante Foster in a triple coverage.
Oh my goodness!
Are you kidding me?
Now, let's go live to the stadium with the voice of the Blue Jays, Chris Evans, and tonight's Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
The start of the 2025 Guthrie Bluejay football season is here. Hello and welcome everybody inside Richardson Family Stadium in Tuttle, Oklahoma. Guthrie Bluejay football is on the air. It is so great to have you once again this year. Looking forward to another fantastic season. Blue Jays played all 14 games. That's the magic number. The Blue Jays hope to meet again this year is number 14, land their way in Edmond, Oklahoma, just as they did a season ago. We got a great crew here tonight with us, helping us out. We got Lance Evans, Sarah Phillips, and Wager Silvis. We got Wager this year on the broadcast on our camera crew. Can't wait to meet him this year and have fun with Wager. And, of course, our producers, Ronnie Phillips and Connor Phillips. Shawn Silvis, Phil Nichols, I'm Chris Evans, and high school football is here. The first game of the season right here in Tuttle.
Yeah, great stadium, great facility. You know, this is a matchup that we really like. We hope this is one that stays on the books for a long time. You know, Tuttle Tigers, Guthrie Bluejays, two programs very similar. You know, they're going to line up, going to punch each other in the mouth, play hard-nosed football. Should be a lot of fun. We talked about the Blue Jays played 14. Tuttle played 14 last year as well. Of course, coming up a little short against Elgin in the state championship in 4A football, but this should be a heck of a ball game tonight.
Absolutely. As we kick off the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show, and big thank you to all of our great sponsors once again this year. You just saw them in our row. You'll see their commercials throughout the entire night, and they allow us to have all these type of cameras and mixers and the travel. And big thank you to Generations Church for supplying the van. As you hear sirens in the background, that is the Tuttle 2 school buses making their way to Richardson Family Stadium. So the Tuttle Tigers will make a grand entrance here with a police escort. But yeah, Phil, two teams that lost in the state championship a year ago, and honestly, two teams I think they can make it back to the state championship.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I think, you know, the Blue Jays are in a great position. You know, we talked a little bit about it in our high school huddle show on Wednesday nights a couple weeks ago. You know, Carl Alberts came back to the field a little bit, and I think that's created some opportunities for a few folks in 5A. Tuttle's right there. Of course, both squads having to replace a couple key players on both sides of the ball, but I think these are two teams that come December will be showing up at Chad Richardson Stadium in Edmond, Oklahoma, and we'll have a lot to say about who gets the gold ball this year.
No doubt. And Guthrie, we'll get to a chance to look at their starters here in a little bit. We'll go through some game notes. We got a long pregame show to go to you, but this is a team that is senior driven. This is a senior class, Phil, that has been very competitive, have won a lot of ball games from the first grade. Yep. And now here they are in their senior campaign. You know,
last year, remember, we had to replace all these starters on the defensive side of the ball last year. Well, now all those kids got 14 games under the belt, Chris. You know, they're experienced. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And so I think this is a year for Guthrie if they're going to put it together, this is a year that some magic could happen in Guthrie, Oklahoma.
No doubt. Tuttle Tigers have made their way off the bus. They've run out onto the field, as you see on your screen. Blue Jays still in the locker room getting ready to come out for their pregame drills as well. We're going to take our opening timeout here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. When we come back, we'll take a look at some game notes and keys to victory for both clubs. Also, some series history between these two programs as well. This is the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma Streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Integrity Heat and Air provides award-winning heating, ventilating, and air conditioning services to Guthrie and the surrounding areas. Integrity's indoor air quality specialists are friendly experts at service, repair, and installation. They proudly serve and install the latest Lennox products and service all other brands with their A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Contact Integrity today at 405-833-5992 or online at integrityheatandair.com. Integrity Heat and Air, it's our pleasure to serve.
For decades, Guthrie Athletics has been a source of pride in the Guthrie community. Hi, I'm Merritt Roberts, and I've been a Blue Jay supporter and Farm Bureau agent for many, many years.
I want to wish all the Guthrie student athletes not only a great season on the field, course, track, or court, but in the classroom as well. If integrity, honesty, and accessibility are important to you, call Farm Bureau at 620-4920 and ask for Merritt. I would welcome the opportunity to give you a professional evaluation of your insurance needs, or simply stop by and let's talk about the Jays.
At Mosquito and Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471. Go Blue Jays!
Tina and Stefan and the entire staff, they are who you see them be. I mean, they're genuine people. They care about people. They've spent their entire lives in healthcare.
I can honestly say I'm 65 years old, and I'm probably in the best health I've been in my whole life, to be honest with you. And it's thanks to Stefan and his staff here, because everything they've done for me is just worked tremendously. I just highly recommend Strive to anybody who's wanting to see a real improvement in their overall health, to be quite frank, their quality of life.
Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show, Richardson Family Stadium, Tuttle, Oklahoma. It is the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. Big thank you to Laverne Downey and the great crew at Bank. It's a staple in downtown Guthrie.
A staple in our life. We moved here 20-some years ago, and they've been our bank from day one and do a great job. And
Laverne was one of the first guys you met, right?
He was, and I remember going home and telling Tanya, if everybody's as nice as this guy, we picked a good town to move to.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're not. Laverne's is just a wonderful man and does a great job leading Bank First in Guthrie. Very fortunate to have him. Their entire staff down there, they do a great job.
We got great viewership. We want to say hello to Tony Wilson, Chandler, Oklahoma, watching the broadcast tonight. Prayers for him as he continues to get better and better. So
hang in there, Tony.
Good to hear from Tony on the broadcast here, as he will be cheering on his Chandler Lions once again this season. Take a look here at the Guthrie Tuttle series history, Phil. This is the 4th game in 4 years here, and as you see on your screen, Guthrie leads the series 2-1. Remember a year ago, McAdoo in the end zone.
Do you have to say the name?
Well, and Guthrie, and we'll talk more on him in a second. Guthrie won the first 2 meetings, and then Tuttle with the game-winning score, eventual game-winning score was 16 seconds. So you can say Guthrie's been the better team in the 3 years 99.1% of the time.
You can, and I remember last year's game held them to negative yards rushing, and which is a heck of an accomplishment. Gave up a lot of yards passing, and when the chips were down, they went to McAdoo. Felt like he played here for 27 years.
Yeah.
He's now playing college football at Abilene Christian, so heck of a football player. And of course that guy that was spinning it, he's back. We'll talk about him here in a little bit.
Yeah, and so this is our second time here in Tuttle. on the broadcast, and so it's going to be a picture-perfect night. We'll have the weather here in just a little bit, but let's go ahead and dive into some of the game notes here tonight, Phil, as Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beebe, his 12th season as head coach. Of course, he arrived in 2004, and Blue Jays have been playing defense since day one.
You know, Kelly, we've talked about it for more than 12 years. Been head coach 12 years, been here for several years before that. One of the finest defensive coaches you'll find anywhere. Has really done a tremendous job as a head coach as well. And, you know, there's so much that comes down to the Jimmies and Joes. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but I think Kelly Beebe and his staff gets about as much as you can out of every kid every year that they show up. And so great coaching staff led by Kelly Beebe. Yeah,
8-3 in season openers, 2-1 against Tuttle. Of course, last year Phil 10-4. Yeah. And there was 3 or 4 teams on the other side of the bracket of Carl Albert Del C that could make that state championship game. In Guthrie, they earned a convincing win at home against Lawton MacArthur. Yep. On the road against Booker T. Washington, another team that's in the top 5 this year.
Big time win.
Beat a Newcastle team that has had their best team in a long, long time. That town was so hungry. It kind of reminds you of the early decades of Guthrie.
Yeah.
And they beat them on a neutral field, and then just simply ran into a monster with Carl last year. But I tell you, you talked about it just a second ago, the experience they take from those 14 games coming in tonight.
Yeah, I mean, and that's invaluable. I mean, these kids that on the field tonight, they're going to be stepping. You're going to have a couple kids. They're going to be seeing their first action on Friday nights, but not many. And so these kids aren't nervous. They're not scared. They expect to win. And that's a big, big deal. At any level of competition, that's a big deal. But high school level, that really, really matters.
Kelly Beebe won his 100th game last year, as did Tuttle head coach Brad Ballard, also in his 12th season. Tuttle, you can probably make that 30, make it into a 31. They're going to make the playoffs this year. They're a contender for the 4A gold ball once again, and they were 13-1. Their only loss in that state championship game.
You know, in that state championship game, the first 7 minutes, it looked like they were going to get ran off the field.
Sure did.
And boy, I tell you, they put a toe on the ground and started fighting, and that was a well of a ball game. And they just fell short against an extremely talented Elgin Owls team last year. You know, Elgin doesn't look the same. I think those are 2 teams in 4A that you'll see potentially seeing each other again in the finals or deep in the playoffs, one way or the other. But this Tuttle team, you know, they're a tremendously talented football team. You know, when you talk about head coach Brad Ballard, a lot of similarities between him and head coach Kelly Beebe. I mean, they're very similar type coaches. So it should be just a great matchup tonight.
Those are your game notes as we get set for another break here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. Coming up, we'll bring in Shawn Silvis. We'll also take a look at those starters and a little bit of the weather report here tonight. All coming up here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Do you need to register that brand new car? Be sure to stop in at Guthrie Tag Agency. Need a tag renewal? The Guthrie Tag Agency can help you stay up to date. If you need to update your driver's license or obtain a real ID, let the Guthrie Tag Agency help assist you. Located at 2105 South Division Street, the Guthrie Tag Agency is open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to noon on the first and last Saturday of the month. For more info, call 405-282-3873.
Since 2002, S&T Oilfield Services has delivered trusted, family-owned expertise from Texas to Arkansas to Wyoming. With over 2 decades of experience, a spotless safety record, and certified professionals, we provide customized flowback solutions you can count on. From completion to production, we put reliability, safety, and your success first. Schedule service today at 580-799-4428 or visit satoilfieldservice.com. At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays!
You spoke, Chuck Hall listened. In the state Senate, Chuck Hall is delivering real conservative results. He cuts taxes, invested in our schools, and passed the toughest anti-illegal immigration law in the nation. Standing shoulder to shoulder with President Trump, Chuck Hall defends Oklahoma values: faith, freedom, family, and our way of life. Senator Chuck Hall, your voice, your values, your conservative fighter.
Guthrie Tuttle, Richardson Family Stadium, $18 million facility. Wish it was $18.3 million. We'll digress from that. There you see Phil, myself. Third member of the broadcast team, Shawn Silvis, down on the field. You probably hear some wind. That's in our crowd mics up here. We're at press box level, but bring in Shawn. He says not so much down there. Welcome to the broadcast, Shawn, and happy 2025 season opener.
Yeah, guys, it's great to be back. Yeah, down up there, there's a lot of sun and a lot of wind. Down here, we're in the shade. It's actually not too bad, but the wind is blowing. It's more of a breeze down here. I'm just curious when they kick the ball high, if they throw deep, I wonder what that's going to do to football. But otherwise, not too bad down here.
Shawn, there's been a lot of rain in the state of Oklahoma, and of course it helps here in Tuttle with the field, the surface here, obviously the turf, and that shouldn't be a matter, but it looks like it's nice and dry for high school football tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. All around the sides of the field, even, it's pretty dry. I mean, I say they've done a good job of the field. It's a nice field. The turf is going to be easy to maintain. But really, it's not even wet or damp down here.
Crowd file in, Shawn. You've been to Tuttle here for many wrestling broadcasts, and this town gets behind their wrestling, and they got a lot of wrestlers on this football squad as well.
Yeah, they got a lot of wrestling coaches that are on the football team. A lot of administration here is wrestling oriented, so that just means they're going to be a tough-nosed football team.
Absolutely. More from Shawn here in a little bit as we continue on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. And we'll take a look at the weather here in just a second. We'll have tonight's national anthem. And I think we are getting close to the national anthem. We are, so we will join the national anthem here in just a matter of moments. And then we'll take a look at the weather. We'll take a look at starters. I know it's a new season, no starters. So a lot of familiar names from a year ago, but
we salute the brave men and women, past and present, who have given
so we'll get some of those starters so we can kind of familiarize ourselves with starters offensively and defensively.
Yeah.
Now, if you would,
and let's join tonight's national anthem.
And the director of bands, Taylor Steyer, in an all-veteran salute in the playing of our national anthem.
And there is tonight's national anthem performed nicely by the Tuttle High School Marching Band. By the way, you'll hear them a lot because they're going to be sitting right in front of us. Yeah. So get ready for a lot of bands tonight.
Good atmosphere.
Yeah, it will be. Take a time out. This is the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. You're lost out there and you're all alone. A light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
I've known John for a long time. I like the fact that I can drive into the Autoplex and I know I'm going to get greeted by a courteous salesperson that's really there to help me. Not to pressure me to buy a car, but to help me. I've sent a lot of people to John. They make you feel like they were very, very glad you bought a car from John Vance.
John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
John Vance Auto Group.
Mercy Hospital Logan County is here for you with our new Senior Life Solutions program designed specifically for older adults facing challenges like depression, anxiety, and grief. In partnership with Senior Life Solutions, Mercy Hospital offers compassionate, evidence-based mental health care. Our team are ready to help you or your loved ones improve their mental well-being. Call 405-260-4173 today to learn more of how Senior Life Solutions can make a difference.
Richardson Family Stadium, you see the Tuttle cheer and palm team. Blue Jays captains and Tuttle Tigers getting ready to come out to midfield. Let's get our final timeout and come back with the coin toss here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Need a garage door expert you can trust? Meet Paul Creed, Guthrie born and raised, and the owner of A-Team Overhead Door. With over 25 years of experience, Paul is Guthrie's go-to pro for garage door installation, service, and repair. From simple fixes to brand new installs, residential or commercial, the A-Team has you covered. Call 405-642-7065 or email ateamoverheaddoor@gmail.com. A-Team Overhead Door, the varsity choice for all your overhead door needs.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma Streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
For over 17 years, Jason Reese at Reese Appliance Repair has been the trusted name in our community when it comes to keeping your home appliances running smoothly. From refrigerators and washers to dryers and stoves, Jason provides expert repair services without the high prices of big-name companies.
Hi, I'm Jason Reese.
And I'm Marsha Reese.
And this is our son, Brayson Reese, and we are the owners of Reese's Appliance Repair. Call us for all your appliance needs. 405-819-8293.
The rights to this broadcast have been granted by Guthrie Public Schools. Any rebroadcast or republication of other programming without the written consent of Guthrie Public Schools is strictly prohibited.
There you see the Jays and Tigers. The coin toss just now concluding. And there's the Blue Jays. Good look at the uniforms to open up the season. Blue Jays will receive the football to begin the 2025 football season. They shake hands. We'll have both teams run out onto the field here in just a matter of moments. And Shawn, we had your audio. You had the crystal clear voice, but we didn't get to see it. The world didn't get to hear you. But welcome to the 25 football season.
Well, welcome again. Yeah, it's great to be back. It's football season, so we're super excited.
Absolutely, and Tuttle, known for their wrestling. I don't know if, Shawn, if they won 14 or 15 in a row. I've lost count.
I believe it was 15, Chris.
And so, they have football coaches and players, wrestling, that have moved over to the gridiron as well.
Yeah, their administration is wrestling. A lot of their football coaches are wrestling. I mean, it's a major thing here, which is just going to translate to football. I got a feeling they're going to be a smash mouth team.
There are a lot of Shawn Silvis fans out there. I got 27 text messages telling me they couldn't hear me. By the way, I appreciate all 27 of them. We need all the help we can. But Shawn, it's going to be a fun season. A 14-game season a year ago. A team that can get there again if everything goes the right way.
Absolutely. One of the things I enjoyed a lot about last season was just the development of the team. They started at Tuttle against Tuttle last year, kind of trying to figure out who they were, who they were going to play, who the playmakers were. And as the season developed, we had a great football team by the end of the year. And I'm excited to see what this team, building off last year, how far they can go.
Absolutely. Appreciate that, Shawn. We'll hear from you throughout the entire night. Let's take a look at some of the offensive starters for the Blue Jays. They'll have the football first to begin the contest here tonight as the Blue Jays run out onto the field. And the Blue Jays in the white and gray pants. Here are the offensive starters this year. Phil, senior. There's a couple juniors in there. But offensive line, John Allen, Yogi Creed, Ethan Gilbert, as we hear the Blue Jay fight song for the first time. Cooper Walters and Sir William Morgan. They looked the part on that offensive line.
And they looked great in the scrimmage last week as well.
And they got a lot of playing time a year ago. Maddox Vaughn increased his offensive output this year. Owen Wilder did not play football last year. He comes back for his senior campaign. Then you see Jace Rainwater and Amari Watson, big-time players a year ago.
Yeah, I think Jace is really became one of the better wide receivers we've seen here in the last several years. Real disciplined kid, runs great routes, blocks tremendously well down the field. Had one of the best catches I've ever seen at Guthrie last year. Just a super football player, great kid. And you talked about Amari, man. He can go.
Yeah. Zane Thomas, Darion Whitehorn, and Elijah Smith expected to carry the ball tonight. Junior quarterback Dalen Rice split the time last year with Colton Carlock, an all-state player. He's at East Central in Ada, Oklahoma. It's Dalen Rice's game.
Well, you think about it, he progressed throughout the year, but let me tell you, that Newcastle game, that was his breakout game. That semifinals game last year, he did it with his feet. He did it with his arm. He's a kid that can spin it really well. He's a tough kid, smart kid. He'll lead the Blue Jays in a fine fashion.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the defensive starters here. Again, offense is coming out here first, but here's the defensive starters projected. It might change a little bit. Mason Russell, Corey Carlock, Gamble Smith, Braden Pena, Hayden Clymer on that defensive line. Hayden Clymer has come out for football this year. Rowan McCone will fill a new spot with Kellen Herzl. Yes, he's back for his 17th year as a Blue Jay
17th year, and he looks like a 40-year-old.
Yeah. And then the safeties are back. Skylar Scammon, Clayton Carpenter, and the corners are back. Darion Whitehorn and Zane Thomas.
Yeah, and I'm real excited for number 5, Pena. Had that horrible leg injury last year. To see him back on the field starting tonight, that's what it's all about. He'll have a good year.
Those are your offensive defensive starters here to begin the 2025 football season. Let's get to our keys to victory for both the Blue Jays and the Tuttle Tigers. Somebody's going to go 1-0. I think the Blue Jays got to dominate the offense and defensive line.
Yeah, listen, Carter Cruz can throw the ball. Cruz Campbell can throw the ball. And he's just 40 touchdowns last year, against 3 interceptions. We don't get pressure up front. It could be a long night for the Blue Jays.
You say that. Key number 2, you got to keep the receivers in front, because if he has time, you can't let him get behind you.
And physical running game, got to get after it.
For Tuttle, they got to establish the running game. -1 yards rushing last year.
Yeah, and listen, big horses aren't here anymore.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a positive for the Blue Jays. That Kelly BB defense is, they always kind of they stand out against the run. But, and they got to protect that Cruz Campbell. He's the man.
And on defense, I think Tuttle wants Guthrie being 3rd and long and make Dalen Rice throw the football.
They have to.
Those are your keys to victory. That has been the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show, and we are ready to kick off the football season. The first game of the entire state of Oklahoma getting ready to happen right now here on Guthrie News Page, GNP TV. Thank you so much for tuning across the state of Oklahoma and across the United States. We have a lot of people watching this broadcast. It's going to be a fun season. Glad to have you here on the broadcast.
Yeah, and we appreciate all the comments throughout the game. A little different setup tonight for us. It's going to be a little difficult for us to see.
It is.
So we apologize if we don't give you the shout-outs and talk to you, but we're getting ready to kick off a heck of a game. Here we go.
It is the S&T Oilfield Services kickoff. We're underway with the 2025 football season. It's Darion Whitehorn inside the 10-yard line. He'll get out to the 20, near the 21-yard line. And here comes Dalen Rice in the Blue Jay offense.
Dalen, we talked about it. He split time last year as a sophomore. I think he's grown quite a bit taller than he was last year. And he's matured. He had that, played in the state championship game, had that big game in the semis. He's a seasoned quarterback now. I think we're going to go as those big uglies go up front, and Dalen's going to have to go out and protect the football. Can't throw cheap interceptions, but I look for him to have a good game.
We'll take a look at our impact players here in just a few moments as Zane Thomas does get the first carry, and he moves the pile from the 21 out to the 26-yard line. 5 tough yards for Zane Thomas. As the impact players tonight feel, I think offensively and defensively for Guthrie, it's got to be Dalen Rice and Cooper Walters, a 4-year starter on that offensive line.
Coop's the man. We talk about how it feels like some of these players have been here forever. That's Cooper Walters, great football player.
Kellen Herzl, Darion Whitehorn on defense. Blue Jays will hand it off on the right side, trying to get the edge on 2nd down and 4, and we'll get it. Drug out of bounds near the 30-yard line. Guthrie be about a 1 yard shy of that first down. Nice tough run there for the Blue Jays as we see number 3 for the first time, Amari Watson, 5'9", 135.
This is what you want. You want 3rd and short situations. Stay out of those 3rd and long situations. Blue Jay, every play in the playbook's at their disposal. I look for us to not throw the ball here, but running the ball is working really well these first 2 plays. I think we'll see more of that.
5 yards on first down, 4 yards on second down. 3rd down and 1, little toss to Thomas. He's got to run hard, and he will not get there. He'll get to the 30. The Blue Jays will be shy 1 yard.
That was good defense by the Tuttle Tigers. Stepped up, stopped that run, forced them in a 4th and 1 situation. Kind of at 30-yard line, you would think this is the punting situation, but I don't see the
Well, it looked like, Phil, that play just took a long time.
Going to bring the punting team out.
Yeah, it looked like it just took a long time to develop that play.
It took way too long. Yeah, and you're going to see that early in the season. You know, they'll get crisper as the season goes by. This first game of the year, you know, scrimmages are what they are, right? I mean, this is really the first, you know, obviously game action we're going to see, but those things will get crisper as the season goes by.
Does look like Dalen Rice is the punter. Gets a nice punt. It will not be returned unless it's fielded on the run. It will at the 22-yard line. And a stiff arm on Rainwater, but Rainwater stays with it. Nice return, though, out to the 41-yard line. And here comes Cruz Campbell.
Yeah, Cruz Campbell, we've talked about him, 40 touchdowns against 3 interceptions last year. The kid could flat spin it. You know, do we have a flag on the play?
Right at midfield, Phil, away
Okay.
from the.
Yeah, usually holding in that situation, but we'll see what the official call is. That Guthrie defense, you know, we talked about the success they had last year against the run. You know, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to stop the run, force you to pass. 2 out of 3 things are bad when you throw the football, and that's the philosophy. And those corners, Chris, they really got to be able to stand up. Those defensive backs, when you have that philosophy, you got to be able to stand up in the passing game, or pass defense game. So there'll be a lot of pressure on those corners. Of course, got a lot of experience out there this year.
It was a hold against the Tigers, as you saw. So back them up 10 yards, and they will take over at the 31-yard line. Be interesting, Coach Ballard. -1 rushing yards a year ago. Got to get it going early, right?
Yeah, got to get it going early.
Get your team some confidence because they remember that as well. Cruz Campbell, shotgun snap. He'll come to the near side, and it's through the hands of the intended receiver, Zane Thomas, on the coverage. And, boy, Tuttle's got a couple nice receivers. They moved in from Christian Heritage Academy as the first chance there was incomplete to the intended receiver. Phil, I'm fighting the wind. I apologize. It is Donnie Schulter. He's a 5'11 sophomore.
Yeah.
Incomplete pass brings up 2nd down and 10. Passing on the far side, and there's a ball caught up to the 39-yard line. Pick up 8 yards.
Well, you're seeing right now, they remember that -1 yard rushing from last year. They're going to split them out right, go 3 wide, throw the ball all over the field, try to hit quick hits, and let the receivers go make plays.
3rd down and 2. Campbell to throw for the 3rd time on 3 tries. Has a man. It's caught. Kellen Herzl with the tackle, but it's a 1st down at the 35.
When you can throw the football,
45, excuse me.
When you can throw the football, especially in 5A football, 4A, 5A football, you have an advantage. There's no doubt about it. You know, the Blue Jays, one thing we always talk about are adjustments. It's hard to make adjustments when people are throwing quick passes, quick hits, and go. We'll see how they do try to adjust.
3 receiver formation. First handoff is Roundsville. He has a huge hole, and he's across the 40 to the 30. Zane Thomas trying to drag him down. He's at the 10, all the way inside the 5-yard line. Shawn Roundsville with his first carry. He shared snaps last year with Brady McAdoo. He's also the linebacker, and he has Tuttle rocking and rolling on their opening drive.
Yeah, great execution there by the Tuttle Tigers. You know, the kid just refused to go down at first contact. You know, he made contact with him at about the 20-yard line, ends up inside the 5.
50-yard run by Roundsville. Nothing there. This time Guthrie has it covered up. Cade Barton with the tackle as he will get maybe a yard at the 4-yard line.
You know, Blue Jays, early in the season, you're going to see things. You're going to see busted pass defense. You're going to see broke assignments. Now, I will say this. Cruz Campbell's the real deal. You talked about this. You've been talking about it since last year. This kid can flat go get it.
Looking to throw it in the end zone, 1-on-1, and overshot the intended receiver, Cade Barton, on the coverage. And it will be quickly 3rd down. Third and go.
This situation at this time of year, this is 4-down territory, no doubt about it.
Roundsville, the running back on the left side of Cruz Campbell. Twin receivers to each side. 3rd and go from the 4. They'll obviously have 2 tries here in the end zone through the hands. The intended receiver through the hands. There's an actual receiver in the back of the end zone. Can't bring it in. It's incomplete. Now it's 4th and go, and looks like the Tigers will go for a field goal. Regardless of what happens here, Phil, unless there's a touchdown score, that's a big win for the Blue Jay defense.
It is, and I'm actually surprised they're going for the field goal in this situation. I thought where they were at.
Yeah, this is going to be a 21-yard field goal try. It'll be a left foot opportunity here for the Tuttle Tigers, trying to get on the scoreboard here early. Big opening play. Plenty of leg on it, and it is good. And Tuttle strikes first here in quarter number 1. 3-0, 3 minutes into the contest. Take a timeout. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Companion Healthcare is a top provider of home health, hospice, and private home care services in Oklahoma. If you've experienced an injury, illness, or hospital stay, then Companion Home Health can help you in your recovery with skilled nursing care and rehab therapies. The Companion Hospice team provides gentle care for the patient and meaningful support for the whole family. They are a Guthrie family-owned business with years of experience and trust, caring for the people in our own community. Loyal supporters of Guthrie Blue Jay Sports.
Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Blue Jays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
33.
Yeah.
21-yard field goal.
We should be close.
We're back, Shawn. 21-yard field goal for the Tuttle Tigers. Get them on the board 3-0 as we take a look at the scoring summary here in just a few moments, presented by our good friends at John Vance Motors once again. And Phil, it's 3-0, but boy, it could have been a whole lot worse.
Could have been a whole lot worse. Tuttle looked really sharp in that opening drive. Sputtered a little bit down there when it got down within the 5. But the Blue Jays, like I said, you can make adjustments against the run much easier than you can make adjustments against what Tuttle's bringing to the field right now.
Yeah, the graphics, it was a 21-yard field goal for officially. So Guthrie will get their second opportunity here as another S&T Oilfield Services kickoff. This one will go into the end zone. It'll be first down and 10 for the Blue Jay offense.
Blue Jays got to come out on offense, get some momentum, move the chains a few times, get in a rhythm. This Guthrie offense, I like it. I think they're going to put up a lot of points this year, I think, but you got it this early in the year, and I know I'm going to keep saying this throughout the evening. You've got to get a rhythm. You've got to build some confidence.
And we see Elijah Smith coming out to the field, and boy, he had a huge game against those two stud defensive linemen for Booker T. Washington. Went over 100 yards. We get his first look here at tonight as Guthrie could play up to 3 running backs tonight. Dalen Rice and the Jays from the 20-yard line. Dalen the throw for the first time. Has time, and here comes the pressure. Avoids it, throws it, and it's caught at the 25 and then dropped after a big hit by the Tuttle Tiger defensive back. Amari loses his helmet. It's second down.
Yeah. I think he held on to that, Chris, actually.
Okay, I saw the helmet.
Yeah, it was the helmet. Yeah, I thought he lost it too, but
lost the helmet and the mouthpiece.
He was just screaming for the ball. Dalen finally got him. Dalen's like, I'm trying to get away from these big wrestling guys. Give me a second here. Nice catch there by Amari.
Good shot by our Integrity Heat and Air replay there.
5-yard pickup, second down and 5. Dalen will hand it off to Elijah this time along the left side. He'll have a first down and a little bit more breaking tackles. There's a flag, though. The receiver held on as Elijah gets into Tiger territory, but this one's coming back. Flag at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, unfortunate situation. You see it there. It'll be crystal clear.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Jace Rainwater here on the edge. Right here on the bottom of your screen. And
it's a good call. Good call.
That just shows you how big play type atmosphere that Elijah Smith has.
Listen, he's over 1,000-yard rusher last year. He's the real deal. He'll get the bulk of the carries this year, I believe. They're going to give him rest and give him spots there, but he can flat out go get it. You saw it on that last play, and the Blue Jays just need to regroup, get back in a rhythm.
The penalty will move it back to the 24-yard line. So that'll make about second down, and we'll call it near 6 yards for the Blue Jays. You look at Guthrie over the years, they want to stop the run and run the ball. There's nothing too.
It's simple.
Yeah. Nothing
new. It sounds simple.
It sounds simple. Yes. All right, ball's at the 24. Guthrie needs the 30 for the first down here. Tuttle with an early 3-0 lead after Guthrie punt on their opening drive after going 3 and now Dalen Rice will go across the 30-yard line, and Guthrie will have their first down of the season on the legs of Dalen Rice.
Yeah, that's a lot what we saw. We talked about earlier, Chris, in the Newcastle game. Dalen really showed his ability to go pick up yards with his legs. Good job, move the chain, keep the drive moving forward. It's always funny, Chris. Early in ball games, people get so worried. I always say, just breathe. Just breathe. It's okay.
Maddox Vaughn, the halfback, in there for Elijah Smith, and Elijah maybe 1 yard at the most to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, good job there by number 30 for Tuttle, Slade Snyder. He's a junior, big kid, 6'2", 215-pounder.
Get a good look at Elijah. Number 8, Dalen in there. Rainwater on your left side. Amari crouched down. 2nd down and 9 for the Blue Jays. See if Caleb Beebe hands this one off and tries to get 4 or 5 yards, making a much manageable 3rd down. Nope, Guthrie will throw for it. Rice, nothing there. Throws it last second. Dangerous throw, and it is intercepted at the 40-yard line.
Yeah. Those are the things we talked about. You can't give away cheap interceptions. With Dalen, he'll be fine. In a bad situation, field position-wise, they're going to find themselves at about the 40-yard line, Chris, as you said.
There you see, was it a good catch? Oh. And I think in college football, if any part of the ball moved, though, underneath. Oh, I think it popped up. It's close, though.
Yeah.
We had to look at it multiple times in slow motion. If I was the referee, it certainly looked like an interception.
Yeah.
It may have been. Jason Rice, the offensive coordinator.
Coaching him up
a little bit as Tuttle will take over from the 40-yard line, already leading 3-0. 4 receivers in the set. Campbell has a man open at the 35, across the 30, and down at the 26. Pick up of 14 yards.
Yeah, we've talked about Cruz Campbell, and you're seeing it here live. Kid gets rid of the ball quick. These receivers are doing a great job getting open, running their patterns, real crisp patterns, securing the ball when it comes to them. Right now, Tuttle obviously looks like the cleaner playing team.
Yeah, Cruz Campbell taking advantage on that single coverage a lot. He's going to throw again. He's going to throw a whole lot here tonight. Ball caught at the 20, breaks a tackle, breaks a second tackle inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, Tigers.
I can't say this enough. These DBs, they're going to be absolutely exhausted at the end of the ball game, and they are on an island. I mean, it's a tough ask.
Cruz Campbell, I believe a year ago, 19 of 30 for 264 yards, 4 passing scores, as they bring in a little bit of muscle here, see if they use that muscle for the ground, running the football, as they're having a hard time getting the right personnel out there. 10 seconds on the play clock. 1st and goal for the Tigers. 2 plays, 2 first downs. Roundsville had a huge 50-yard run, but he'll be tackled for a loss back at the 10. Kellen Herzl and crew in there on the tackle. Mason Russell, number 6, also in on the tackle.
Yeah, Mason in there doing a good job.
2nd go.
Loss of 1. Obviously, as the field shrinks, Guthrie defense gets stronger and stronger, but they're going to have to defend the passes here, this moving forward here inside the 10. Pistol formation, though. 2 receivers on the far side. There's a tight end on the right. They go with Roundsville. He breaks the tackle, gets to the 5, moves his feet, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Take a look at the integrity heat and air replay right here. This kid just hit a nice hole, but that's all effort from about the 4-yard line in. Broke 2 or 3 tackles. Tuttle on the board again, up 9-0, PAT upcoming.
Tigers taking advantage of the interception with only needing 4 plays to go 40 yards. Stripe Wellness Lounge PAT is up, and it is good. And Tigers out early, 10-0, not even halfway through quarter number 1. Take a time out from Richardson Family Stadium in Tuttle, Oklahoma. This is Blue Jay Football presented by F&M Bank.
Founded in 2009, Terra Insure Group exists to serve the residents of Guthrie and the surrounding communities by delivering quality insurance coverage at the fairest possible rate. TIG isn't captive to one single carrier. The staff at Terra Insure Group, Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, Lisa Engel, Sarah Bowling, and Libby Wano, offer over 100 years of combined insurance experience. Call 405-293-4880 or visit them online at tigok.com.
At Hayes Funeral Home, we take great pride in caring for our families and community and have committed to providing you with a beautiful, lasting tribute to your loved one. Honoring your loved one is our top priority, and part of that is assisting you to help deal with the grief during difficult times. Everyone's needs are different, and for that reason, families can entrust their loved ones' wishes to our family. We have a wide range of resources to support you not only today, but in the weeks and months to come. Visit them online today at hayesfh.com.
Well, Blue Jays trying to get past the 31-yard line. Meanwhile, Tuttle has scored twice. Last score off a interception by the Blue Jays as we check out the John Benz Motor scoring summary. With Tuttle going 4 plays, 40 yards, just needed 66 seconds for Roundsville to score on that 10-yard touchdown run. S&T Oilfield Services kickoff, fielded from the 6-yard line. Here comes Darion Whitehorn in his junior campaign. Goes to the right side, breaks a tackle, gets to the 20, and down at the 24-yard line. Phil, offensively, Guthrie's got to find their identity. They try to run the ball, try to throw the ball. They've had some success running the ball. The biggest play got brought back on the penalty, though.
Yeah, I mean, mistakes and penalties right now is the story for the Blue Jays. Haven't found a rhythm. Got to clean those things up. I've got 2 teams right now. Tuttle's playing pretty mistake-free football, kind of hitting on all cylinders. Guthrie just trying to find their way. We'll see if the Blue Jays can get on track on this series.
Yeah, need some success here, something positive moving forward. As you said earlier, it is 10-0, but there is a long time to play in this opening game of the football season. A little shovel pass inside to the 25, maybe 1 yard. I believe that might have been Maddox Vaughn receiving that one.
I think that was Maddox.
Second down and 9.
Yeah, Maddox senior. Played quite a bit last year as a junior. Had a lot of time on the field. We're going to need him to have some production this year.
Yeah, Maddox Vaughn. I think you'll see Owen Wilder at that halfback spot this year. 1 yard pickup, second down and 9. Blue Jays will show power on the left side. A couple wide receivers on the side as well. 4-man front for Tuttle. And I saw Tuttle jump first, but I don't know if they went into the neutral zone. I did see Blue Jays jump it, and it will be against Guthrie. That's their correct call. Back them up 5 yards to the 20.
Just ugly football right now.
Turnovers, penalties.
Yep.
Still second down.
And this is, boy, you don't want to be down 10-0, but you really don't want to be down 13-17-0.
That's right.
Early in this ball game. By the way, if Guthrie has to punt, it would be punting into the wind. Rice can't find anybody open, then finds Rainwater. He gets it at the 25. Forward progress will be at the 26. And, boy, it just makes you look nervous. Dalen got there, but it's just a lot of foot movement.
I mean, right now, Tuttle's winning the line of scrimmage. Blue Jays defensively haven't been able to get any kind of push, any kind of pressure at all. Of course, these quick hits, it's hard to get pressure.
Yeah.
Just seem just out of sorts right now offensively.
Just a 1 yard pickup, so it's going to be 3rd down and 8. Dalen rolls to the right, plants the feet, goes downfield, looking for Jace Rainwater, and it is broken up nicely, double coverage, and Guthrie's going to have to punt the football away for the 2nd time here tonight.
Like you said, going to be punting into a strong headwind.
See, Jace, he was open. Dalen's had him when he was open, but just too long to.
Well, and thrown into that stiff wind as well, trying to go downfield, that's tough.
Good job by our camera crew again. Sarah Phillips, Wager Silvis, and Lance Evans. Lance down on the field. Sarah and Wager to my left. Dalen Rice punt formation inside his 15-yard line. Good snap, low line drive punt. Probably the best way to attack this win and just let it roll as far as you can, regardless where it goes out of bounds. Tuttle's going to have, once again, great field position.
Yeah, great field position, and right now showing no signs of slowing down. I mean, they're as ugly as the Blue Jays have been playing. Tuttle's playing just the opposite, very clean football. And, you know, these early games, I mean, it's just, you just never know what you're going to get in these early ball games.
Of course, this a big-time ball game, a 5A, 4A powerhouse. Also a big-time game tonight in Tulsa in the 918 as the Battle of the Burbs is taking place between Owasso and Bixby. They opened up last year. Owasso won that game, but Bixby in the state championship beat Owasso.
One of the biggest plays, final play of the game, just a gutsy play call. And man, I'm telling you, Bixby, what a program.
No doubt, Lauren Montgomery, Bill Blankenship back at Owasso as the head job, as he has 6 state championships as Roundsville gets out to the 43-yard line, just a 2-yard pickup. And, Lauren Montgomery and the Bixby Spartansville trying to win their 8th state championship in a row. Some teams have never won a state championship. Some have 1, some have 2. Guthrie has 4. But to go 7 in a row.
That's insane. Yeah.
Even Carl Everett has never gone 7 in a row. 2-yard pickup, 2nd down and 8. Cruz Campbell, jersey number 12, gets the play from the sideline. 9 seconds on the play clock. Slaps his hands, gets the snap. Looks near side, one-on-one, wide open receiver, but cannot connect. Darion. Nope, that's not Darion.
16.
16, is that Carlock?
It's Cody Carlock on the coverage.
One of our keys to the game, do not let the receivers behind you. Luckily, unable to bring that one in for Blue Jay fans.
Well, obviously Tuttle, they got that wind to their back, and they very obvious what they're going to do. They're going to zip the ball around. Now, I don't think it's going to change a whole lot when the wind's to their face, but they've showed also they can run the football tonight.
They have, absolutely. Incomplete pass, 3rd down and 8. 3 receivers, top of the formation, 1 to the bottom. Cruz looks far side in the slot. It's caught at midfield. It's a 1st down and a little bit more into Blue Jay territory at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, tough to defend, but you got to make those tackles. You got to make those solo tackles out in the open, and he was able to pick up 5 or 6 more yards after the catch.
18 total yards on the play. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. 3 coming up on 3.5. 1. Campbell comes to the near side again. Another quick pass, another quick catch. Zane Thomas with the tackle down at the 34-yard line. 5-yard pickup. And Kelly Beebe, one of the best in making game adjustments.
Yep.
So he's going to have to make some big adjustments offensively and defensively right now.
Got to figure some things out.
2nd down.
They look like a Guthrie Blue Jay defensive play. Swarming tackles, 3 or 4 kids around, explosive to the ball. Yeah, and it's just tough. I've said it numerous times, but it's not like he's doing this deep drop and holding the ball and looking to go downfield. It's hard to get any pressure up front as quick as they're getting rid of the football.
Tuttle looking for the 29-yard line for a 1st down, and they will get that. No, they will not. Big-time hit to jar the ball.
I think that was Mr. Carpenter, wasn't it?
Clayton Carpenter. Big play, and we'll catch it here on the Integrity Heat and Air replay. 2 views of this one here. That's what we saw. And here's field level, Phil. You want to play high school football?
Yeah, I'd like to. I can't walk real well right now, but.
Great job there by our camera crew. We get spoiled every season with these guys, and we cannot thank them enough. We get to talk, but they had the hardest job, and they do a great job of that.
Yeah, great job.
Punt formation, surprised by this, Phil?
A little bit on this field position. I would be surprised to.
I am too. You have a lot of momentum, and they will punt them away, but your defense is playing good, so if you can pin the Guthrie defense back, it's not going to be where they wanted. They were hoping a little bit of a better punt there, so Coach Ballard was like, hey, let's pin them inside the 10, let our defense do what they do. Instead, Guthrie will have it at the 17-yard line.
Tell you what, though, that was a nice defensive stand. It looked like they were going to continue to move the ball. Blue Jays, I think we saw a few adjustments on that last series, and you got to look for these little victories. You find yourself down 10-0. In the first quarter and not really showing that you've been able to do anything offensively. A lot of times you need the defense to stand up, get a couple stops, get a little momentum back your way. Hopefully the offense can get settled down a little bit and start making some plays.
4th offensive series for Blue Jays, Phil. Punt, interception, punt.
Yeah.
We'll see what number 4 has. There's Amari Watson in motion, trying to create some space for him. First guy misses, and he'll get out to the 20-yard line for a 3-yard pickup.
Tell you, we got a late flag.
Thing as we are here in quarter number 1, Phil. The other thing, it's the first game of the season. Coach Kelly Beebe in the scrimmage against Bethany and Elgin was really, really pleased with the conditioning of his ball club in the first scrimmage. Guthrie, year in, year out, has usually been a very well-conditioned team, and we'll see how that plays out in this ball game.
Yeah.
Phil, you were talking earlier about the just the adjustments they're making on the sidelines. I've always been so impressed with the coaching staff. Every time the offensive line comes off the ball, every time the defense comes back out, they go back to the iPad, they make adjustments, they show the kids where they're missing, what they need to do. And so almost like a snake, they slowly just kind of hone in on what they're going to do. They just close in on them, and those little adjustments seem to be working.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that's a big mistake there, Shawn, though, picking up that personal foul against the Blue Jays, backing them all the way back to the 10-yard line. Those are the kind of things that drive coaches crazy. Now, you know, in the flow of a game, a lot of things said, a lot of things done, but you got to have enough discipline not to make those kind of mistakes.
And we saw the replay. I didn't see anything.
Yeah. Probably something said.
Could have been something definitely said there. So, yeah. Ball's back at the 10. Dalen will just get it and trying to get out of the shadow of the end zone. He can only get maybe 2 yards at most, and that's going to be third down along. Yeah, let's take another look here, see if we can find the personal foul. Here you see Amari go down. He gets pushed in the back and kind of get off of me type deal. I think, again, tough call for Guthrie. And I saw coaching staff asking for an explanation. I think when Guthrie coaches see that, probably will not like that call. But
hey, it's the officials' first game too.
Yep, exactly. So it's third down, and boy, Guthrie needs the 27-yard line. Dalen, pass just too much for Maddox Vaughn to be brought in. And Guthrie will punt the football for the third time in 4 offensive drives.
Boy, and you're putting tons of pressure on this Blue Jay defense. I mean, if the last few opportunity when we're kicking the ball away, we haven't been able to get it downfield. This strong wind blowing into your face. You got to believe Tuttle's going to get the ball probably on the 40-yard line, Guthrie side of the field at best if you're the Blue Jays. But it's tough. And that mistake, I mean, it's, listen, you can say we didn't see a lot there on that penalty, but the penalty was called. So when somebody shoves you in the back, you know what you do? You go ahead and get up, you run back to the huddle.
Of course, Dalen gets another punt off, and I think this is about as good as you can ask for.
Punt.
As it will go out of bounds at the 46-yard line. Of course, if you're pushing the back, it's hard,
Oh, it is.
It looked like it was a get-off-of-me type thing, to be honest with you.
Anybody who played football with me 4,000 years ago said, well said, Nichols, you never did it once, right? So it's easier to say than to do, and I think that's something that you always got to remember. These emotions are high. These kids are down there playing hard. Those kind of things will happen.
If I remember correctly, looking at the record book over in Eureka, Kansas.
Oh boy!
You have the season record for most personal fouls.
I don't know.
It says Phil Nichols.
I think that's just.
I think tackles was there, but I did see personal fouls. I'm not worried about the tackles though.
Personal foul sounds a lot like personality. I think, perhaps that's what it was.
There you go, Shawn.
Hey, Shawnee, you're supposed to come to my bay. You're a Kansas boy. You're supposed to defend me.
Tuttle Tigers go back to the air for a 7-yard pickup, and that will not change tonight as Cruz Campbell, again, he threw for over almost 300 yards last year against this Blue Jay defense, and he didn't stop last year after this game. He kept on throwing the football, of course, moved in here to Tuttle a season ago. 15 seconds on the play clock. Tuttle did have to replace their top wide receiver from a year ago. Did have the Lane twins move in from Christian Heritage Academy. Pass near side again, wide open wide receivers, and the forward progress will get at the 40-yard line. Ball comes out, but no.
Good job by Clayton there. He did a nice job on that defense. I mean, this is just a good pass, good catch, good football play. Clayton's right there. Wraps him up.
Boy, Tuttle's making it look easy.
Yeah, they really are right now.
Campbell. He wants a little bit more. Great throw, just a little too strong. Did have a streaking wide receiver. Again, that's Jordan Lane, one of the twins, 5'10", 165-pound junior. Pass is incomplete, and it'll bring up second down.
Ron Allen, did we get a shot in the backfield? You can see here, you do see Blue Jays on that play. Got a little bit of pressure, got some push back there, had 2 or 3 Blue Jays back there, but of course, Campbell just steps up in the pocket. As you said, just a little out ahead of him.
Minute 4 left in quarter number 1. I think Guthrie's ready to get on the quarter number 2, see what happens there. This has not been a good start for them. Brownsville up the gut, left side.
This kid runs hard.
Doesn't look like much, but it is down to the 34, 6 positive, tough yards.
Yeah, he runs hard.
There you see Cade Martin, number 35.
Cade's a kid that I think is going to have a heck of a year for the Blue Jays as well. Had a really good sophomore campaign.
3rd and 4, Roundsville.
There you go.
Not happening here. Great job there by the Blue Jay defense. Rowan McHone.
Come on, Rowan.
First-year starter at linebacker. He's a Blue Jay grappler there, Shawn Silvis.
Yeah, definitely an aggressive wrestler, and you can see that on the football field.
Well, I tell you what, that play right there says, I've been waiting to get on Friday Night Lights for 2 years.
You know, Eli Maroney used to stand on the sideline and chew his mouthpiece. He was known for that, and Rowan McCone's another one just like it.
Yeah.
Tuttle, 5 seconds. They probably want to get this punt snap off, or they're going to be punting into the wind, and they will not get the punt off. However, they will enjoy a 10-0 first quarter lead. We'll take a timeout from Tuttle, Oklahoma. Jays down 10-0. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Where some saw a pickle, we saw a masterpiece. A Sonic Smasher with Grillo's Pickles and Dilly Ranch, tangy pickle tots, and a Pickle Rita slush with pickle-flavored bubbles. It's called the Big Dill Meal, and it's a work of art.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. They say in life, you gotta look for the rainbows. It's right here in our new Rainbow Slush, a delicious prism of lemonade, strawberries, and blue raspberry. Discover Flavorista favorites in the Sonic app.
You wanna live free?
There's one big difference between Vance Auto Group and the other dealers: transparency. We show all the discounts and rebates on our website long before you arrive. See your monthly payment, your current vehicle's value, Carfax, and everything about the vehicle you're interested in buying. You can even buy any vehicle, new or pre-owned, without leaving home, right from our website. Buy with transparency at the John Vance Auto Group.
John Vance Auto Group.
First 12 minutes in the books here in Tuttle, Oklahoma. About an hour drive, 35-44. Got off at the Newcastle exit. 11 miles past Newcastle is Tuttle, Oklahoma. The Tri-City area, Newcastle, Tuttle, and Blanchard. They play a lot of football, a lot of baseball in this area. Do a pretty good job. By the way, Mustang High School a little to the north, and boy, they have a big off season.
Well, I tell you, a lot of good football played in this area.
Low line drive. Whitehorn picks it up from the 10-yard line, and he will get near the 20-yard line. Actually, I think that
is Carlock.
Yeah, that's Carlock. Excuse me.
Carlock.
Out to the 20-yard line. Guthrie have a first down and 10.
Blue Jays got the wind to their back. I think that first quarter couldn't get over fast enough. We saw some good things at the end of the first quarter, though, with the defense. Blue Jay defense made some good adjustments. Got 2 really good stops when they had terrible field position. So some good things happening there towards the end of the first quarter. We'll see if the Blue Jays can build on that here.
Yeah, Tuttle, the last 2 offensive drives have had to punt the football away. So the defense starting to get into this game. Blue Jay offense, here they go. Elijah Smith spins across the 20, keeps his feet moving. He'll get to the 24-yard line. 4 tough yards for Elijah.
Yeah, he's a tough kid. Well, we're having a hard time keeping helmets on tonight.
Second one they pop off there. I think our good buddy Yogi Creed losing the helmet.
That's a good kid right there.
Absolutely.
It's funny, you see these kids grow up before your eyes. The Yogi we see today was not the Yogi of a few years ago.
Second down play, Elijah will try the left side, and here we go again, Phil, another third down play upcoming.
Yeah, going to be about, 3rd and 4 maybe?
That was actually Ethan Gilbert who lost his helmet. Now Ethan Gilbert back into the contest.
Yeah, 3rd and 4. This is a big 3rd and 4 right here. We've got to get something going. Only have, I believe, 1 first down.
That's right.
In the first quarter.
That's what I have, 1 first down. Ethan Gilbert got a lot of good snaps a year ago. He's the center for the Blue Jays. Yogi next to him. 3rd down and 4. Guthrie needs the 31. Dalen rolling. Has a man, and they cannot connect. And Guthrie will once again have to punt this football away. Open but unable to bring it in was Owen Wilder. Guthrie will go 3 and out.
You talked about the Blue Jay conditioning. That Blue Jay defense conditioning is going to have to be good if things don't change here. They're not getting much time on the sideline to regain their air, Chris. I mean, it's 3 out, 3 out, 3 out. I mean, it's they need some help from the offense just sustaining the drive so they can get a breather.
Tuttle will have a man back at the 40-yard line as Dalen Rice will punt this one near his 15-yard line. Has a good punt on it, but returnable for the Tigers. Center of the field. Now coming to the near side. Good open field tackle by Zane Thomas. And the Tigers will have it at the 46-yard line. And you look at the score sheet, Phil, in this game altogether, these two teams pride themselves on defense. Guthrie punt, field goal by Tuttle, interception by Guthrie, touchdown by Tuttle. Since then, punt, 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 punt.
Yeah.
Tuttle trying to end that streak here as they will take over from their own 46-yard line.
Wind in their face now. Now, listen.
The passes that they've succeeded with.
You don't know what's going to happen. The ball leaves the hand. I don't care if they're 3-yard passes. You know, most times they're going 15, 20 yards to get to those kids. You can definitely move the ball. So, as we saw with the Blue Jays, trying to make them just off on a little bit of everything. So
7 seconds on the play clock, and Tuttle is still in their huddle on the near side. And so Tuttle will spend a timeout. And Ronnie, do we need to take a timeout? We do. Ronnie Phillips producing once again for us this season. 10-0 Tuttle with the football, trying to find some more points here in Tuttle, Oklahoma. This Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
You spoke. Chuck Hall listened. In the state Senate, Chuck Hall is delivering real conservative results. He cuts taxes, invested in our schools, and funded the largest investment directed to county road and bridge improvements in state history. Chuck Hall defends Oklahoma values: faith, freedom, family, and our way of life. Senator Chuck Hall, your voice, your values, your conservative fighter.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. You're lost out there and you're all alone. A light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
Back to action. Sorry, officials didn't give us our full 60 seconds. Nice play, Braden Payne and the Blue Jay defense. I think we got the replay here for you as they go to the ground, and Guthrie did a great job of getting to the running back, and Tuttle Tigers lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, we said, we saw some adjustments by the defense those last 2 drives of Tuttle's. Defense is going to have to get us back in this game. They're going to have to get us back in this game. Offense right now is really just sputtering and just struggling mightily, but defense is going to have to get us back in this ballgame.
Here comes a corner blitz. Nice drawn up play to break the blitz. Roundsville with the reception, breaking multiple tackles, and he's going to go all the way to the 45-yard line at 1 yard shy of the first down. Guthrie brought the house, did a good job, just didn't make the tackle.
Yeah, and you don't see that very much with the Guthrie defense. These missed tackles. I don't know if we got it on the replay, integrity heating their replay here, Ronnie, but you'll see it, well drawn up, good pressure. Right here's
Kellen
an opportunity. Kellen doesn't miss those tackles, and that's just a good football play by 2-7 for Tuttle.
And now 3rd down and 1, very manageable for these Tigers. They'll go with Roundsville again. He will not get there. Kellen Herzl, he pops off. Herzl gets back to the line of scrimmage, so 4th down and 1.
In the first quarter, they punted when they were deeper on the field, and I don't know if it looks like they're going to punt it again. Blue Jay defense stands again.
This will be the 3rd punt in a row for Tuttle after scoring on the first 2 drives. Of course, Guthrie cannot jump.
No. Got to get lined up. Got to have some discipline up here. They're going to be trying to draw them off.
7 on the play clock. Not much of a hard snap here. 3, 2. Trying to get Guthrie to jump. Guthrie does not jump. Will they take a delay? I don't see a timeout. I don't see there's a flag judge. That will be a delay game. Coach Ballard giving his punter 5 extra yards. Of course, you think, well, just to delay it, but Coach B will accept that in case there is a penalty. You have a 1 yard buffer on the first down.
Right.
So the ball is at midfield. Carlock back at the 20-yard line. Low snap, fielded right at Carlock. Here's the return. He's got some momentum, 30, 35. They'll get 17 yards on the return, and here comes Guthrie offense back on the field. looking for the first points this season.
I'll tell you right now, Chris, moving the chains a couple times would do wonders for this offensive's confidence, and it just looks like they're not playing with any right now. Just really struggling out there, like we talked about. Had the turnover.
Yeah, you know, man, if you're a Guthrie fan, we need a score right now.
We got to build on it.
First down and 10. Guthrie has punted possession except for the interception. Dalen read that one perfectly as he's up at the 43-yard line. One of the biggest plays of the ball game, 6 positive yards. And Gilbert lost his helmet for the second time. Might find some new chin straps over there.
Yeah, there's
actually give him the 44, so 7 yards.
Yeah, you know, he had success with that exact play earlier in the first quarter as well. Picked up 6 or 7.
This is why it's so important, as Guthrie will try to get the first down with Elijah, and they won't do it here. Roundsville with the tackle back at the 46-yard line. If you're the backup center, that's why it's important to take those snaps when you get in there, because you never know, and he's had to be in there twice now.
Yeah. 3rd and short situation here. Blue Jays got to convert this. Absolutely have to convert this. Sasquatch big package in.
Man, you got to get a first down.
Got to get a first down.
3rd down and 1. Tuttle knows you're going to run the ball. This is where you just got
to just grit up.
Got to go. Guthrie 1 first down tonight.
Guthrie's looking for something to come in. It's needed a player.
Having a hard time.
4-3, going to have to burn a timeout.
Yeah, and they do that. And we are fine right here. We'll keep it here on the broadcast. Tuttle leads this one 10-0. Programming note, do note Guthrie Blue Jays are off next week.
Off next week.
The worst bye I think you can have. Well, at this rate, you might want an extra week of practice.
Based on what we've seen so far.
Yeah. Big game tonight in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm not sure if we got a scoring update yet on that one yet or not. If you can do that as we get a good look at the Guthrie sideline there. Lance Evans. You see associate coach Tyler Young on the right. Jason Rice, the offensive coordinator, on the right with his headset off there. You see talking to his offense. It's 3rd down and 1. We need 1 yard, guys, and this is the big package to bring in, as we just mentioned. So Guthrie looking for the second first down when we resume action here in just a few moments.
In Bixby, Oklahoma, Chris. Towards the end of the first quarter, 0-0.
Okay. Good quarterback matchup there.
Yeah.
Carson Kirby with Bixby. Drew Frankenfield, boy, he came on the scene for a great sophomore season a year ago.
He's good.
And so no score there in Tulsa. Playing in Chapman Stadium on the campus of Tulsa University. They had gone home and home on their school campus, but went back to Chapman, so trying to get 20,000 people in the stands up in T-Town.
They might have got her done tonight.
Here we go. 3rd down and 1. This is about as big as Guthrie can get. It's a wildcat formation. And 1 yard, 1.5 yard, and that's exactly what they need for the first down. And Guthrie will get for the second first down tonight.
That's big for the Blue Jays. I know it doesn't look like much of a play, pick up 1.5 yards, but moving those chains, that's a big deal for the Jays.
Yeah, Elijah Payne lined up in the wildcat formation, Phil, number 18. And got exactly what they needed for their second first down.
Elijah just a sophomore. One of the few underclassmen out on the field, Chris.
Yeah. Fresh set of downs for the Blue Jays. Yep. Good to say that. Coming up on 6.5 to play until the halftime show presented by Senator Chuck Hall. There's a quick pass caught by Elijah. He's across midfield, and he's out of bounds near the 45-yard line. The officially marked. He almost fumbled the football.
Well, he did fumble it. Went out forward.
Oh, at midfield. Here we check it on the Integrity Heat and Air replay.
It's right here.
Got popped out. Yeah, right at midfield. Does the ball not go right?
It does not.
So it goes where it comes out at.
Yep. Bad break for the Blue Jays.
So it's a 3-yard pickup. Not the most comfortable broadcast. We're in the wind. I have to stand by. I have a monitor behind me.
Yeah.
So
but
I apologize.
Just like they got to make adjustments, we got to make adjustments.
Absolutely.
Bag of popcorn would be nice right now.
2nd down and 7. There's a delay of game. Another big penalty. And Guthrie's having a hard time getting 10 yards. It's going to be a hard time getting anything above 10. That's what's going to happen here. This will be backed up at the 45.
I think the Blue Jays are saying wait. We didn't reset the play clock. That seemed awful quick. See if they're going to talk about
there
this.
You see Coach Beebe trying to get an explanation.
They're going to talk about it. I think the Blue Jays might get this one waved off. Saying, did we reset it? I think we reset it.
Good job by our crew.
There we go. There we go. Good job. That seemed awful quick.
It did. I was whining about myself and lost track of the game.
Okay.
So
it's okay. I do it every day.
Guthrie needs the 43-yard line for a first down. Maddox Vaughn, halfback on the right side, 2 receiver set. Dalen Rice will hand it off to Elijah, and he's going to be.
I tell you, I'm just going to say this. Elijah, great little ball player. You got to put your toe in the darn ground and go north and south. At some point, you got to quit trying to bounce it out, and you just got to go get what you have in front of you. I don't know if we got that on the replay, Ronnie, but it would be good to look at the integrity heat and air replay on this. Yeah, you'll see what we're talking about. Right here, you just got to go. I mean, you're bouncing out into the arms of 2 defenders. You got to just go.
Could have got 2 or 3 yards
right.
if he had done that.
Right.
And I'm sure he'll see that on game film.
Oh, yeah, that's how you get better.
And we'll adjust.
Yep.
Third down and long for the Jays. Dalen Rice, great coverage, protection, slings it, and it's caught and hung on to for another Blue Jay first down. Great job of holding on to the football. It was Owen Wilder. Great play.
Well, I'm glad he came out this year.
16-yard pickup.
That's the biggest play for the Blue Jays all night. Move the chains again. We have officially doubled our first down count for the game on this series.
2 on this drive. Get shot on our field camera. Elijah Smith. He'll get across right at the 30-yard line. Pick up a 3 yard. So Guthrie getting a little momentum here offensively. Coming up on 5 to play until halftime. Tuttle scored on the first 2 possessions. A 21-yard field goal and then a 10-yard touchdown run by Roundsville. It was 10-0 at the 6:02 mark. Since then, we've had a lot of punts. Jason Rice, the offensive coordinator. Dalen Rice, his son, the quarterback. Dalen, a little draw play for himself. Making it a third down and manageable as he gets to the 26-yard line, 4 yards. And Guthrie obviously filled 2 plays to get 4 yards.
Yeah, 2 plays to get 4 yards. Got the big package coming in again. You guys, I mean, I'm pride myself on knowing these kids are Elijah Payne.
Yeah.
Big kid, 5'10", 185-pounder, sophomore.
He's back there right now in this Wildcat. He got the first down last time by a smoosh. Kellen Herzl, the linebacker, on his right side. They need 4. Got a couple of tries to get it, and they're going to need a couple of tries as progress will maybe 1 yard, maybe at best at the 26. Yeah, maybe 1 yard. So 4th down. Guthrie needs the 23, so it's going to be 4th down and 3. Boy, if Guthrie can get the first down and take some time off the clock, not allow Tuttle to have the football again.
Keeping that big package out there.
Yeah, it was obviously they were going to go back-to-back if they had to. This much of a quicker snap. And this time the Jays will have another first down at the 20-yard line. Pick up a 6. That's the 3rd first down picked up on this drive.
Good job by the Blue Jays. Starting to get that. We talked about a rhythm, talked about a little bit of confidence. See it here. Good job up front by the big boys.
Good spot. I think he was down at the 19. Still a first down, but got a full yard there.
That's right.
Guthrie getting ready to snap the ball for the 11th time on this drive. From the 20, in the red zone. Little toss, keep it to Elijah, and he'll move the pile a little bit as he gets down to the 17-yard line. This is exactly what Guthrie wants, is to melt the clock off and not give Tuttle's offense another opportunity in the second quarter.
You get in, get 7, going at half down 10-7. That's a big-time victory for how we started offensively. It's anybody's ball game at that point.
Now Elijah Payne slow to get up, down to a knee. You can tell he wanted to get up and try to walk it off. It simply did not happen. And I think that's not bad because now offense can kind of regain some composure and talk to their coaches to line this play up here.
I don't know what Elijah's looked like. He just had the wind knocked out of him, or was he holding his arm? Looks like it might be a shoulder.
He was hit a little low to the middle.
Okay, low to the middle.
I'm going to show
you know what? That might be the best way of ever saying that. Low to the middle. That's good.
Shawn, that's two. I'm going to need to take some notes down.
Low to the middle.
Well, the first one earlier today when we were setting up.
Yeah.
Nothing vulgar, but I don't know if we should say it or not. Yeah,
Oh,
definitely
if
not.
Ronnie's saying definitely not, it's definitely not. Well, no, I think he is. I think Shawn's the guy we think he is. He's a good man.
Second down and 7. I'm taking notes. Say this one on the air. I can say that one on the air. The low to the
middle. Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good call.
I got that down in my notes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shawn. Second down 7. Under 3 to play in the quarter. 2 receivers, a halfback, and a tight end. There's Darion Whitehorn the first time he touches the football, and he'll go across the 15 down to the 14, another 3-yard pickup. Darion Whitehorn getting his first time chance on offense. He was a corner last year, corner this year, punt returner, kick returner. And, boy, if there was a junior high All-American team
it'd be him.
When he was there, he would be on that team.
Yeah.
Guthrie needs the 10-yard line. They'll have a couple tries here. 19 on the play clock, still plenty of time. Darion Whitehorn stays in there. He's a home run threat, Phil.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Play action. Caught by Wilder at the 5. First and goal, Blue Jays.
Tell you what, we might have something with this Wilder connection. See, real quick, just get up, get rid of the ball. Secures the ball. Great job. Move the chains. Blue Jays are rolling right now.
4th first down of this drive. Remember, they only had 1 first down coming into this possession. Snap number 14 upcoming for the Blue Jays on this drive.
I like that play call, too.
Owen Wilder, his older brother Carson Wilder, firefighter, former Blue Jay great. Dalen Rice into the end zone, and the Blue Jays strike first here for the first time in the 25 football season. Strike up the Blue Jay band.
Cannot say enough how much that means to get in the end zone with 1:40. Perfect situation would be if there was about 3. But I tell you what, Blue Jays, they get up here, get the PAT, stride wellness point after attempt completed. They do that successfully. Defense can make one more stand. Boy, that's going in 10-7. That's big.
By the way, all the scoring has been on this side of the field. High snap, it's down, the kick is up, and it is no good. No good. So the score stays at 10-6. Jays on the board, though. Impressive drive. How impressive? Come back and find out. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
For over 17 years, Jason Reese at Reese Appliance Repair has been the trusted name in our community when it comes to keeping your home appliances running smoothly. From refrigerators and washers to dryers and stoves, Jason provides expert repair services without the high prices of big-name companies.
Hi, I'm Jason Reese.
I'm Marsha Reese.
And this is our son, Brayson Reese, and we are the owners of Reese's Appliance Repair. Call us for all your appliance needs, 405-819-8293.
F&M Bank loves giving back to the communities we live and serve in. Banking with us ensures your money goes back into your community. Our goal is to provide you with reliable banking you can trust, delivered with unique passion for service. F&M Bank has all the modern banking services, mobile banking, lending, reward checking, electronic checking, and more. We invite you to come see us at any of our 8 locations. Come see what relationship banking is all about. F&M Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Blue Jays on the scoreboard for the first time this season. We'll get that scoring summary here after the S&T Oilfield Services kickoff. Jays kicking off for the first time tonight. That one will go out of bounds. That's kind of ugly, but let's look at something a little pretty here. The Blue Jays scoring drive. How about this for the first time? 14 plays, 63 yards, 7 minutes and 28 seconds, and they got 4 first downs before and then the touchdown.
That's a drive. That's what we needed.
Very similar to the scoring summary in that Carl Albert game. Yeah. It took forever to score with those plays, but nonetheless, Guthrie does miss the PAT, so it's 10-6. And now if this defense in the next 100 seconds can keep Tuttle off the scoreboard, you feel a little bit better about yourself going into the locker room.
Yeah, you really do. And really, the offense got it going on that last drive, but go shake the hands of those defensive kids because they're the ones that got us, that kept us in the ball game. Terrible field position, came up with some good stops, kept us in the ball game. Got to get another one here, as you said. 100 seconds left in the second quarter. Blue Jays need to keep Tuttle. Boy, I tell you, situation. They come out, they're going to try to quick hit and throw. we might get the ball back if they don't have success.
Yeah, and you look at Tuttle, they have 2 timeouts. Both teams have 2 timeouts here in this first half. Officials discussing. I thought Guthrie was going to give right. I thought they were going to put it at the 30, but and they move it up to the 35, and they're like, are we? This is our first game. It's 35, right? Maybe they thought maybe it went out of bounds before then. I'm not sure, but regardless, ball is at the 35. Blue Jay with the 4-man front. Cruz Campbell in the offense back on the field. Trips receivers to the bottom of the formation. That's where the pass is thrown. Quick catch, and quickly tackled at the 40-yard line.
Good job there. Trying to see. I can't get a number. Is that number 2? Number 2 for the Jays.
Yeah, it's very hard.
Skyler
Scammon, a starter a year ago. And, boy, Tuttle wide receiver took off well before Cruz Campbell got the football.
He's ready to go take a break. Ready for halftime.
He had a good start, Tyson Kennedy did.
Yes, he did.
And we'll go back to the original line of scrimmage at the 35-yard line.
Quick update, Chris. Bixby up 7-0. 7-0.
Yeah, it was a good year in 6A1.
That's right.
Campbell, throw, caught, open field tackle. No, Zane Thomas missed it. It's going to cost him 10 yards. Tackled at midfield.
You know, arm tackling drives me crazy. Let's see it here.
He had him in his grasp and just let him go.
You got to come up, put a pad on him there. You can't do this arm tackle. You got to come up and put a pad on him.
Ball's at midfield. Tuttle, a lot of time to work with. Campbell,
Oh.
wide open, caught the 30. He's headed to the end zone. Touchdown Tigers. I think that's going to be number 5.
Well, went from getting some momentum to the one thing you couldn't do. We got the touchdown late. Brian, did we get that? Well, we'll take a look. I guess we have time after the PAT, but here it is. Just a busted coverage.
Stripe Wellness Lounge PAT's up, and it is good. And Tigers increased lead, their biggest lead of the night, 17-6. 51 seconds to play in the first half. We'll keep it here as we get set for the halftime show presented by Senator Chuck Hall. Glad to have him on the broadcast this year, as well as Representative Colin Duell. We'll have some spots for him next week as well throughout the entire season. But glad to have them on board this year, along with Companion Health with us this season.
Our good friends at Companion.
Absolutely. Good
back home.
Good to have them back.
That's
so
right.
Some of our new sponsors and along with everybody else from last year, along with some new ones as well. So big thank you to all of our great sponsors. And by the time, we got a big thank you to Aaron Ryburn, who helps us so much with our production, with our intros and our commercials. A big thank you to Aaron. We've been burning the midnight oil last couple of nights getting ready for the season. So big thank you to Aaron Ryburn.
Yeah, Aaron does a great job for us. And of course, you already talked about our great camera crews, do a tremendous job there.
Real quickly, Phil, Tuttle, 3 plays, 65 yards for their John Vance Motor scoring summary.
Yeah, just a straight up busted coverage. You play a team like Tuttle, state runner up in 4A last year, with a guy like Cruz Campbell, you can't do that. I mean, you just can't do that.
Now Guthrie, 51 seconds. You got to have a big punt return to see how aggressive they want to get here. This one's from the 5. Trying to try the far side. Finally getting down at the 20, 15-yard return. And here comes Guthrie for the final 43 seconds. Wouldn't think anything too exciting here, Phil.
Pretty vanilla. Get into halftime. Try to make some adjustments. Try to figure out what's going on. You know, defensively now you got to look at that last busted play. You got to say, hey, this is what happened here. Here you do this. You know, it's just been a rough first half for the Blue Jays, Chris.
Guthrie fans made a pretty good travel. They filled up almost the visiting stands, the Tuttle Tiger home opener. They got some empty seats on this side, but pretty well packed.
Yeah, good crowd. Of course, on Labor Day weekend, you know, there are folks.
Is it already Labor Day weekend?
We're off Monday, Chris. Congratulations.
Guthrie does throw the football, caught by Waller at the 25. He gets to the 30, fumbles the football. 33 seconds left, and here comes Tuttle.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Boy.
There's flat, and then there's whatever this is we're seeing right now. I mean, this is tough. I mean, you see if we got it on the integrity heat and air replay here. Got to secure that ball. See what happens here. Nothing there. Just didn't secure the football. It happens. Boy, that couldn't come at a worse time for the Blue Jays.
A minute 40 to go in the second quarter. Guthrie on the board makes a 10-6 ball game. But then Tuttle scores a touchdown. Now a fumble, second turnover by Guthrie. And now Tuttle can put more points on. 33 seconds for Cruz Campbell and 2 timeouts is a long time for his offense.
On the 29-yard line.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Well, we thought Guthrie was going to go vanilla, come out with throwing the football, but the play worked. Just got to secure the football.
Sometimes vanilla ice cream tastes good.
Well, if Owen makes the catch and gets out of bounds, and see what happens. But
you know what you get if you have vanilla ice cream, you put chocolate in it, and you shake it upside down.
I have no idea what you're trying to describe.
It's a blizzard.
That is not a blizzard.
It's a blizzard.
Vanilla ice cream with
chocolate syrup.
Some people call it chocolate syrup. Some people call it chocolate sauce.
Well, I don't want to hang out with those people. I don't want to hang out with those people.
You hear that? Yeah, Shawn.
That's contamination.
Oh. You know what, Shawn? I'd say something aggressive, but I'm scared of you.
So far, you're the only one in that category that thinks that's a blizzard.
It's delicious.
1st and 10 for the Tigers. A wide open. Oh, he missed the guy open. Instead, pass and a nice tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 3, maybe 4 yards on the play, and Tuttle will spend one of their 2 final timeouts.
Yeah, there was a guy wide open on that play. I don't know if we got that or not, Ronnie, on integrity heat and air replay, but
he was streaking
right there.
If he throws a fastball right there, yeah. At the top of your screen, dumped it down though. Nice play there by Cade Barton. Tackled at the 35-yard line, loss of 6 on the play. There are a few games, so we can look at some of the scores around the state of Oklahoma during our halftime show. Highlights, boy, I don't know if there's too many of them in it.
Chris got another update.
14-0.
14-0, a minute left in the first quarter. I don't know what happened, but that's the slowest ball game in the history of the world.
There you see the Blue Jay fans. I see a Carpenter. I see a Little. I see a couple. Taylors are here.
Oh, Mr. Phillips.
Yeah. No, that's Eric Little.
What are they talking about? What are they talking about there? Think they got all the answers up top?
Oh, absolutely. A couple members of Generations Church who supplied our transportation tonight and for all road games this season. Big thank you to Generations Church. Cruz Campbell to throw. Lobs it up, one-on-one. It's going to be interference. Oh.
Right here. There's got a flag right here. Yeah, I don't think it's on that. I think it's down below.
Yeah, there's a flag at the 22-yard line. There was the back judge at the goal line had a great look at it. I thought Guthrie backed into the receiver. There's also a flag at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, laundry everywhere, but where we thought we might see it.
Right. 18 seconds left. See if this is offsetting, maybe both against the offense. First one's against Tuttle, and the second one is on Guthrie. So we got a hold and a pass interference. Obviously, that will decline.
We'll do it again.
Offset, replay the down again. 18 seconds, one timeout. They're not handing the ball off. So, and really, Cruz Campbell, I don't think he's been hit at all.
I don't think he's been touched.
On any pass.
I don't think he's been touched.
Very rarely does that happen, but he gets rid of it so quick.
Yep.
Second down 12. Slant. Double move. End zone. Overshot him. He was open again.
Cruz took his first contact of the night.
And it's third down. 12 seconds left. So Tuttle has a couple plays to try to get a first down. They can get a first down just across the 20-yard line. Good jersey matchup. You got the blue, the royal blue and white, some silver with the all red and white for Tuttle.
Yeah, looking good.
Of course, this is the home of Jason White, the Heisman 2003 Heisman Trophy winner for the Oklahoma Sooners.
He was pretty good.
He was pretty good. A couple of knee injuries, and
he was a running quarterback coming out of high school.
Very good basketball player too for the Tuttle Tigers.
Great athlete.
Played for Coach Coons. Oh, here's some pressure. Good job. And Cruz Campbell is going to go down. Guthrie, boy, I should have asked for that a little bit earlier. Good job there by the defense. And Tuttle will spend a timeout, their final timeout. And that was Kellen Herzl. I couldn't see the other.
Got the pressure on there.
Yeah, I saw Kellen back there, but.
Integrity heating their replay here. Number 26.
Yeah, I don't think he's on my roster, but. My number anyway. Good job there.
It says here Gabe. It's another sophomore.
Okay, I don't have 26 on my original.
Gabe Jackson. Jackson.
Okay.
Good job, Gabe.
So now the ball is backed up to the 38-yard line. One final play. 6 seconds. I meant Tuttle's out of timeout, so I think you got to go in zone.
Yeah, just throw it up, see what happens. I think that's what they were trying to do on that last play. We got, again, you talk about those quick hits. You can't get pressure.
Yeah.
When they drop back trying to go downfield, you can see what the difference is. It gives those guys up front for the Blue Jays an opportunity to get back there.
I'll be interested on this play. If Guthrie will dedicate somebody in the secondary, extra in the secondary.
Just to float. Yeah.
Of course, Coach Kelly Beebe wants to go after the quarterback, not to allow him to see any potential open receivers. So, see if he brings the house or.
Okay, let's have some fun. I say he brings the house.
That was going to be my guess. I guess I got to go the other way to make it interesting.
Yeah, no, you can come along. We've watched too much Kelly Beebe defense over the years. I'd be shocked. I'd say bring the house.
I see two safeties, Phil.
You do, don't you?
And now Coach Kelly Beebe will spend a timeout and goes, okay, now this extra guy back here is going to be help. So good use of the timeout there. Again, Guthrie will be off next week, and then 3 consecutive home games. It's the opposite of last year. I don't think we played a game in the month of September inside Jelsma.
Yeah.
That quickly changes.
Well, last year we had 118 Thursday night games. This year only 2. Only 2. Thursday night game, that'll always bother me.
Yeah.
It'll always bother me. Because right now, Chris, mentally, tomorrow's Saturday. You know what I got to do tomorrow?
You got to go to work?
Not a darn thing. I'm taking tomorrow.
I was about to say, you got a new job. I didn't know if you got a new job or not. I guess the other game tonight is the Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Yeah.
Speaking of Tennessee Martin.
Yeah, that should be a W. Interesting. New kid at quarterback, TCU transfer for Stillwater. Good credentials out of high school.
Yeah.
Elite 11 kid. Runs about a 4.45. Dual threat guy. So hopefully the Cowboys can get some things going this year. Couldn't be any worse than last year, Chris.
Sure couldn't. Winless in the Big 12. Here we go. 4th down in a long time. Cruz Campbell, here's the pressure. That's a hold. There's the flag. Cruz throws it away smartly enough there. It will be holding on Tuttle. They will decline that, obviously, and both teams will go into the locker room. Well, it looked like it was going to be a 10-6 ball game, Phil, but turnover results in a 7 points. So Guthrie with 2 turnovers, and it leads to 14 points.
It's always boring when people say, what's your key to the game? Can't have any turnovers. And you say it often because it's true.
We will await to make sure.
There we go.
I saw that. There's the client, and we have made it to halftime. Tuttle jumped out to a 10-0 lead. Guthrie got a touchdown in the second quarter, but Tuttle gets the last score in the second quarter to go into the locker room on top, 17-6. There you see Coach Kelly Beebe talking to his defense. He goes, boys, you've been on the field a whole lot. Go rest up. You're going to be on the field just as much in the second half. Let's go play defense and try to win one on the road to begin the season. We'll take a timeout. We get set for the halftime show presented by Senator Chuck Hall. This is Guthrie Bluejay football presented by F&M Bank.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays.
Countless people in the community that have been coming to Strive as clients are seeing real changes in their lives for the better.
We're all about getting to the root cause of your health issues. We're proactive instead of reactive. We have weight loss medications like semaglutide, tirzepatide, and lipomino skinny shots, IV hydration, infrared saunas, cold plunge, 4D massage chairs, and our newest technologies, the M-Cella chair for urinary incontinence, and M-Scalp Neo body contouring increases muscle by 25% and decreases fat by 30%. Check us out at strivewellnesslounge.com.
Where some saw a pickle, we saw a masterpiece. A sonic smasher with Grillo's pickles and Dilly Ranch, tangy pickle tots, and a pickle Rita slush with pickle-flavored bubbles. It's called the Big Dill Meal, and it's a work of art.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. They say in life, you gotta look for the rainbows. It's right here in our new Rainbow Slush, a delicious prism of lemonade, strawberries, and blue raspberry. Discover Flavorista favorites in the Sonic app.
You wanna live free?
Integrity Heat and Air provides award-winning heating, ventilating, and air conditioning services to Guthrie and the surrounding areas. Integrity's indoor air quality specialists are friendly experts at service, repair, and installation. They proudly serve and install the latest Linux products and service all other brands with their A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Contact Integrity today at 405-833-5992 or online at integrityheatandair.com. Integrity Heat and Air, it's our pleasure to serve.
Mercy Hospital Logan County is here for you with our new Senior Life Solutions program designed specifically for older adults facing challenges like depression, anxiety, and grief. In partnership with Senior Life Solutions, Mercy Hospital offers compassionate, evidence-based mental health care. Our team are ready to help you or your loved ones improve their mental well-being. Call 405-260-4173 today to learn more of how Senior Life Solutions can make a difference.
Do you need to register that brand new car? Be sure to stop in at Guthrie Tag Agency. Need a tag renewal? The Guthrie Tag Agency can help you stay up to date. If you need to update your driver's license or obtain a real ID, let the Guthrie Tag Agency help assist you. Located at 2105 South Division Street, the Guthrie Tag Agency is open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to noon on the first and last Saturday of the month. For more info, call 405-282-3873.
Halftime score brought to you by South Point Baptist Church. Tuttle Tigers leading the Blue Jays 17-6. Welcome back inside the halftime show presented by Senator Chuck Hall, District 20, one of 5 counties that the senator represents, and he's the chairman of the appropriations. That's I would say that's number 2. In the, you have the Senate Pro Tem, and then you have the chairman of the appropriations, which is a big role, and Chuck has been serving that role for a long time. Glad to have him on the broadcast this season as the Tuttle Marching Band making their way out onto the field. We'll hear from them here in just a little bit as Guthrie, again, trails this one 17-6. We'll talk about this game here in just a little bit. But we will remind you about a fun show on Wednesday nights. It's called the High School Huddle. We recap games, and we have news, analysis, predictions, the top 10 games and top 10 rankings as well, top 5 rankings, excuse me. It's on an all-new YouTube channel. And so you're here on YouTube on Guthrie News Page. Well, we invite you to go to High School Huddle, at High School Huddle on YouTube. Subscribe and like. It's a brand new channel. We just started off a couple weeks ago. And so if you would subscribe that, we can use a whole lot more subscribers as that show continues to build and build. Now, it's not a Guthrie show. It's a statewide Oklahoma high school football show, and we talk other sports as well. And we have a great time with that, Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, and myself. It's Wednesday nights at 6 o'clock for the entire football season. We'll take you all the way through December.
I appreciate you saying it's not a Guthrie show, because I got accosted by about 7 grandmothers last year. We didn't talk about the Blue Jays enough.
Right. Now, we talked plenty about them this week's show because of the big game with Tuttle. But,
big game.
We're talking about Timberlake and Dewar and Bixby and Stillwater and Lincoln
Albert.
Christian and Carl Albert. So we invite you, High School Huddle, 6 o'clock every Wednesday night. And what's really cool about this show is it's very interactive. You put your comments into the comment section, and then you ask your question or your comment or your prediction, and we get to talk football with you. So be sure to join us Wednesday night. I can got one college score here at halftime. If you're interested in the Oklahoma State score and you don't want to hear it, I'll give you a few seconds to mute it for just a few moments, but they are also in halftime in Stillwater. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Playing University of Tennessee Martin. Tennessee Martin, 7 points at halftime. Oklahoma State Cowboys, 17 points at halftime, so 17-7.
That ain't good. That ain't good.
17-7. Phil, I think you have a couple, at least as you look up some scores there. Connor Phillips let me know earlier that South Florida beat Boise State in college football and really blew them out, too. It wasn't really that close. So appreciate Connor with that score.
Yeah, Class 6A1 action. It was interesting. Real nail-biter up here at Bixby and Owasso, the Battle of the Burbs. Last time we checked in, Chris, 7-0. 7-0. Check that. Just before half. Bixby up 28-0.
Wow, that went quick.
So Bixby, good job, 6A1. Go ahead and crown the title. Bixby's just so dominant, it's ridiculous. I'm trying to see, not a lot of ball games tonight, Chris. Kind of like 4 or 5 around the state.
Most of the games tomorrow night.
Yeah, no 6A2 action tonight. We're the only 5A action tonight. I do think there was I think was Preg playing? Yeah, Preg up 38-0, up big over Classen SAS, 38-0 at the half. Trying to see here if we got any other scores. Bear with me, I'm having to search through my app. Nothing in 2A2. 3A action. 3A action, Oolaga over Veneta, 31-7.
Mustangs, Hornets.
31-7.
31-7.
Oolaga over Veneta, 31-7.
Well, yeah, it's all these scores brought to you by South Point Baptist Church. Thank you to them once again. All of our good friends there.
I think, Christopher.
All the other games tomorrow night. So, and you got on your soapbox. You don't like Thursday night games, but we do get to watch a lot of games tomorrow.
That's true.
So
we could pick one and go to it if neither one of us wanted to be married on Saturday.
Yeah, and I got a lot of college football on Saturday.
Well, that's right.
So,
You can't be dealing with something like that.
All right, halftime show presented by Chuck Hall continues after this timeout. This is Guthrie Bluejay football.
Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Bluejays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Where some saw a pickle, we saw a masterpiece. A Sonic Smasher with Grillo's Pickles and Dilly Ranch, tangy pickle tots, and a Pickle Rita slush with pickle-flavored bubbles. It's called the Big Dill Meal, and it's a work of art.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. They say in life, you gotta look for the rainbows. It's right here in our new Rainbow Slush, a delicious prism of lemonade, strawberries, and blue raspberry. Discover Flavorista favorites in the Sonic app.
You wanna live free?
Since 2002, S&T Oilfield Services has delivered trusted, family-owned expertise from Texas to Arkansas to Wyoming. With over 2 decades of experience, a spotless safety record, and certified professionals, we provide customized flowback solutions you can count on. From completion to production, we put reliability, safety, and your success first. Schedule service today at 580-799-4428 or visit satoilfieldservice.com.
I've known John for a long time. I like the fact that I can drive into the Autoplex and I know I'm going to get greeted by a courteous salesperson that's really there to help me. Not to pressure me to buy a car, but to help me. I've sent a lot of people to John. They make you feel like they were very, very glad you bought a car from John Vance.
John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
John Vance Auto Group.
Tuttle Tigers 17-6 in the locker room. Wager Silvis, not that Shawn Silvis. Wager Silvis. Shawn used to be the most important Silvis on the team. Now he's number 2 Silvis on the team.
Number 2, and I hate to tell Wager this. Shawn, pretty good wrestler.
Hey.
Not even scared of him as I am the CEO of the Silvis family.
Yeah. Watching right now.
She came walking up today, said, "I'm giving you my favorite child." And I went, "Oh, sweet. I can't handle this kind of pressure."
You're talking about Mama Lindsay Silvis.
Oh, yeah, the boss.
Yeah,
the boss.
Guthrie down here, 17-6. Halftime show presented by Chuck Hall. Shawn Silvis up here in the booth. Well, we're not in the booth. We're outside. But
it's pretty night, though.
Yeah, it is a pretty night. And people inside look comfortable. But, Shawn, talk about we see it up here. Not very pretty. And people at home can see not very pretty, but you're down on the field. You're near the sideline. What's the report down there?
Just a lot of work going on. You know, they're on the sidelines working, trying to make adjustments.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. Wouldn't say morale's gone. The coaches are doing what they need to keep the guys pumped up.
Yeah.
They go out, they're trying something new. Seemed like they started to have some success there towards the end, and you know the sidelines picked back up, but then deflated again. So hopefully at halftime they can get them picked back up so they can make some more adjustments, keep going out.
I think the big story, guys, in that first half, 2 turnovers, an interception, and a fumble led to 14 points.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, you take away 14 points, it's 6-3 ball game. I mean, it's hard to.
I got asked earlier this week, what's the key to us winning? So we got to get pressure on the quarterback. You can't leave these kids on an island out there on the edges. And, DBs, I mean, they are on an island. Then you add in missed tackles, mistakes, blown coverages. That's how you – guys, honestly, score could be worse.
Yeah, and Shawn, that happens in game one. Now, we're not seeing a whole lot from Tuttle right now of those things that you're talking about, but those are type of things you see in the first game of the season.
Yeah, for sure. It seems like the short passes, just a quick offense, the quarterback, it's hard to get pressure on him because he's getting rid of the ball, and that's where the big misses come on defense with tackling. If they hit early, it's a big hit, it's a fumble, it's a fun hit, but if they don't hit clean, they miss, and then it's another 10 yards before the next guy could get him, and it seems like that's where they're making their big plays. They're just a little bit at a time, and then they miss a tackle and go big.
Yeah, and when you try to arm tackle, I mean, you can't say this enough. I mean, you got to break down. You've got to make a good form tackle, and when you're out there trying to arm tackle, these kids down here, they're good football players, strong kids. They're going to get – we talked about all the wrestlers. Is an arm tackle going to bring a – no, it's not. You've got to put a body on them, and you got to run through them. And, and I think – to Chris's point, first game of the year, you're seeing a lot of this stuff.
Well, and Shawn, it's when you look at it this year, Shawn and Phil, I think when you look at the regular season for Guthrie, there's not going to be another Cruz Campbell at quarterback throwing the football the way they are. So that's good news moving forward.
Yeah, it feels a lot of just like pitch and catch.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rhythm coming out of the quarterback and his receivers. There's, it's like they're out there playing in the backyard like they do this. They're in a very good rhythm early in the season, I
mean, I don't think we'll face a kid Cruz's caliber the rest of the year at throwing the football in the regular season.
In the definitely for sure in the regular. We'll see what happens in the playoffs. Right. But we'll take another time out here on the halftime show presented by Senator Chuck Hall. Come back and take a look at the scoring summary, see how we got here, get more thoughts from Shawn and Phil. This is the halftime show presented by Senator Chuck Hall.
Companion Healthcare is a top provider of home health, hospice, and private home care services in Oklahoma. If you've experienced an injury, illness, or hospital stay, then Companion Home Health can help you in your recovery with skilled nursing care and rehab therapies. The Companion Hospice team provides gentle care for the patient and meaningful support for the whole family. They are a Guthrie family-owned business with years of experience and trust, caring for the people in our own community. Loyal supporters of Guthrie Bluejays sports.
At Mosquito and Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471. Go Blue Jays!
F&M Bank loves giving back to the communities we live and serve in. Banking with us ensures your money goes back into your community. Our goal is to provide you with reliable banking you can trust, delivered with unique passion for service. F&M Bank has all the modern banking services, mobile banking, lending, reward checking, electronic checking, and more. We invite you to come see us at any of our 8 locations. Come see what relationship banking is all about. F&M Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Richardson Family Stadium, Tuttle, Oklahoma. Our first look to see it for the first time tonight. The $18 million facility Tuttle passed a $9 million bond in a Tuttle alumni, Chad Richardson.
I've heard of him.
Has a very successful company off of the Turnpike. He said, I will match that $9 million if you pass it. $18 million. Got a nice end zone, nice building in the end zone, and a new press box. I think new lights, and the turf I think was already here. But nice facility here for Class 4A Tuttle. Here in the Tri-City area. Tri-City is made up of Tuttle, Newcastle, and Blanchard, by the way. Guthrie will play Blanchard here in a few weeks inside Gelsma Stadium. Take a look at how we got here tonight. If we can let them know there's a crowd mic right there. We're picking up everything that they say. But kind of let you just see how we got here. Guthrie got the football first, went 3 and out, and had to punt the football away. And then Tuttle was able to go down the field in 8 plays and got a 21-yard field goal. Looks like they're going to go up 7-0, but Guthrie defense did a good job of holding on 3-0. Guthrie gets the football back and then throws an interception, and Tuttle had the football at the Guthrie 40-yard line. And they just needed 4 plays to get into the end zone with a 10-yard touchdown run to make it 10-0 with not even halfway through the first quarter. And then after that, the two teams combined, punt. And then we get into the second quarter, and Guthrie goes on that 14-play drive, 7 minutes and 28 seconds. Dalen Rice with a 4-yard touchdown run. PAT was no good, but a very impressive drive. Guthrie only 1 first down until that drive, but then they were able to get 4 first downs before scoring a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, it's just we had one good drive. You just recapped it for us, but it's the little things, right? Snap wasn't real good, couldn't get the hold down, missed the PAT. Come back, minute 40 left, minute 40 left, and busted coverage, give up points against. Now we're talking, man, it'd be great if we don't go down. If you don't go down at half, 10-0. Well, now you're going down at 11, 11 at half, and it's because of mental mistakes. So it's just a lot of little things that have added up.
Yeah, Phil mentioned that fumble resulted in a 3-play drive with a 50-yard touchdown run, make it 17-6. But then, Guthrie gives it. Tuttle's leading 17-6. Then Guthrie fumbles, and you're like, oh boy, Tuttle has it one more time, but they turn over and downs at the end of the half.
And our offense outside that one drive has looked, just not. I mean, everything seems hurried. There's no flow. It's just they've just really struggled the majority of the first half offensively.
Take another break here on the halftime show presented by Senator Chuck Hall. We'll take a look. We talked about that end zone, the building in the end zone there you see, the home of the Tigers. That's part of the new facility here inside Richardson Family Stadium. Tuttle's made their way out onto the field. Take a timeout. This is the halftime show presented by Senator Chuck Hall.
At Hayes Funeral Home, we take great pride in caring for our families and community and have committed to providing you with a beautiful, lasting tribute to your loved one. Honoring your loved one is our top priority, and part of that is assisting you to help deal with the grief during difficult times. Everyone's needs are different, and for that reason, families can entrust their loved one's wishes to our family. We have a wide range of resources to support you not only today, but in the weeks and months to come. Visit them online today at hayesfh.com.
You spoke. Chuck Hall listened. In the state Senate, Chuck Hall is delivering real conservative results. He cuts taxes, invested in our schools, and passed the toughest anti-illegal immigration law in the nation. Standing shoulder to shoulder with President Trump, Chuck Hall defends Oklahoma values: faith, freedom, family, and our way of life. Senator Chuck Hall, your voice, your values, your conservative fighter.
For over 17 years, Jason Reese at Reese Appliance Repair has been the trusted name in our community when it comes to keeping your home appliances running smoothly. From refrigerators and washers to dryers and stoves, Jason provides expert repair services without the high prices of big-name companies.
Hi, I'm Jason Reese.
And I'm Marsha Reese.
And this is our son, Brayson Reese, and we are the owners of Reese's Appliance Repair. Call us for all your appliance needs, 405-819-8293.
Welcome back in Tuttle, Oklahoma. Guthrie warming up on the field as you see on your screen. Halftime show presented by Senator Chuck Hall. Phil, Shawn, final thoughts here before we get our final break and get ready for second half. What Guthrie has to do in the second half to come back and win this one.
You know, I think the biggest thing Guthrie's got to do is obviously we're going to have to, I think we're going to need to shut him out in the second half. I think we're going to have to find a way to keep him off the board in the second half. Offense has got to get something going consistently. Just absolutely struggling right now.
Yeah, I think momentum is such a big thing.
Yeah.
You know, it was for Tuttle in the first half. It would be nice to just see an offensive rhythm get established of some kind, whether it's running the ball, whether it's some short pass, and just something to get some momentum going and then get some points on the board somehow.
Tuttle will get the football when we come back after our final timeout. Tuttle with a halftime lead, 17-6. This is Blue Jay football at halftime, presented by Senator Chuck Hall.
Mercy Hospital Logan County is here for you with our new Senior Life Solutions program designed specifically for older adults facing challenges like depression, anxiety, and grief. In partnership with Senior Life Solutions, Mercy Hospital offers compassionate, evidence-based mental health care. Our team are ready to help you or your loved ones improve their mental well-being. Call 405-260-4173 today to learn more of how Senior Life Solutions can make a difference.
I have brought you here today to beg you to call Red River Roofing. They have the best trained staff in the state. The Red River sales consultants are experts that make sure every single roof is 100% waterproof.
I appreciate all your hard work.
Please save your questions for the end. In closing, call Red River today for your free inspection.
I'm convinced.
Red River Roofing. Even the kid gets it.
Tuttle Tigers won the toss and deferred to the second half, so they will have the football to begin quarter number 3 with an 11-point lead, 17-6. Blue Jays getting one final instruction. Assistant Coach Eric Woodard, one of the best defensive line coaches in the state. He's been doing it for a long, long time here in Guthrie. Teacher over at Favor, and boy, he can motivate them, get after them, and motivate them at the same time. So we'll see if his words of encouragement can turn this around. And as you said a couple times, Phil, that 17-6 lead could have been 24, maybe 30 at one time, it looked like.
Yeah, I think we really got to be thankful for we're as close as we are. And again, the Blue Jays have got to find a way to get a rhythm going offensively, get some positive things going. Just right now, just nothing consistently offensively, Chris, whatsoever. And that defense overall, you know, if I was going to give them a report card in the first half, probably a C+, C. I mean, not where they want to be, I promise you. But did have some good moments there, kept them off the board a few times when it didn't look good at all. Defense, but I do think we're going to have to pitch a shutout, I think, in the second half, and hopefully either get some points off a pick six or scoop and score or do something like that defensively, spark a little energy. Hopefully this offense can take that and get some points on the board themselves.
There you see the Jays coming out for special teams. Tyler Young, the special teams coach, there you see in the middle. Also Kent McDonald, the assistant coach. He's at the 35-yard line, just out of your screen now.
He can play a little football.
Yep. He was a member of the state championship team in football and basketball.
Yeah, quite an athlete.
Yeah.
Had a great career at Northwestern. Played Arena League ball for a while. Good career.
Guthrie will be kicking right to left on your device. Again, glad to have you here on this Thursday night edition of high school football, the first game of the season to kick off in the great state of Oklahoma as we get set for the S&T Oilfield Services kickoff. It'll be the second kickoff this season for the Blue Jays after we have whistles before we begin. LED lights here inside inside Richardson's family stadium, Guthrie with new LED lights as well. That will debut. The ball is live and it's picked up and down the sideline they go. And just not the way you want to start the second half. Tuttle in the end zone, 7 seconds in.
That couldn't be any uglier if it had to be.
And how quickly it's now a 17, possibly up to an 18-point lead as the was filled it about the 35-yard line, so about a 65-yard kick return.
That's just mentally not being in the play.
Looked like he was kicking the right spot. The ball hit the turf, which is the goal.
Yeah. We just didn't get down and cover, Chris.
Extra point is up and good, and quickly it's 24-6 with the Strive Wellness Lounge PAT. Tuttle 8 seconds in, already has a touchdown, and boy, Guthrie offense only able to score 6 points in the first half, and now they got to find a way to get 18 points, assuming Tuttle doesn't score again.
Well, I mean, and these are mental mistakes. That's a mental mistake. I mean, the ball was placed where they wanted it to be placed, and we just didn't get down and cover. It's just that simple. So, we talk about we have next week off. Unless something drastically changes in the second half, we're going to need every day of that to get ready.
Yeah, I don't think Guthrie's tackling very well either.
They're not, which is completely out of character for a Blue Jay football team.
So fast, we didn't even have time to take a timeout.
No. There's not a whole lot you can say about that, right? I mean, it's just
it was
mental mistake, and yeah, it's just you got to remember these are kids, right? But first game of the year, big game, big matchups, 4A state runner-up. You were just in the state championship last year. You would think mentally they would be sharper and just execute better, but we're not executing right now.
Tuttle kicks this one off, and Guthrie will not have a chance to return this one as it goes into the end zone. Boy, the difference there, you pooch kick it, sky kick it, Tuttle returns it back, and they kick it into the end zone. Yeah. Guthrie have it at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, that wind in their face again to start their third quarter. And it's quite simple. Every drive we have, we got to put points on the board, Chris. I mean, I know it's early, obviously, but based on how we've played up to this point, we don't have the luxury, if we want to win this ball game, of not putting points on the board each time we have an opportunity.
Elijah Smith will get the start at the running back spot. Zane Thomas got the first snaps in the first half to begin the ball game. Maddox Vaughn, the halfback on the left side. And it's a toss to Elijah, and he will lean forward up to the 25-yard line, 5 yards.
I mean, he picked up 5 yards, and that's good, but the timing on that play was just off.
It looked like Dalen wanted to hand it off, and Elijah thought he was going to get the toss.
Yeah. Just sloppy.
Gain of about 6.
Guthrie with no huddle here. Now down 18 points. Guthrie was able to get within 4. 2 scores later, though, there's Elijah on the right side, and he'll get to the 29, a yard shy of the first down.
Smith again with the carry stop.
Boy, you really, don't want to speak this into existence, but boy, you don't want to give up an opening kickoff in the second half and then go 3 and out on offense.
Well, this third and short, I mean, every play, every snap offensively is going to be critical. Every snap is going to be critical for the Blue Jays who want to get a win tonight.
$16 on the play clock, plenty of time as Dalen looks over to the sideline. 3-4 different coaches giving a sign. One of them is hot. 2 of them are just pretending to bring in a play, as all coaching staffs do. And Dalen goes across the 30. He'll get to the 31. Need it 1, gets 2 for the first down.
That's good. Move the chains for the Jays.
Bryce keeps it. Takes it across the right.
Guthrie not huddling. We have not seen a huddle yet on either side.
Yeah. Seeing a huddle in hardly any class of football is rare anymore.
Yeah. You excited for college football?
Yeah, I'm ready. I mean, I missed last weekend. I was out of state on special assignment. You sent me out of state, and so I missed what few games were played last weekend.
Elijah going backwards, and this is going to be a loss of 7 yards back to the 24-yard line. And Elijah Royfield never had a chance.
No, there was red jerseys everywhere.
As soon as he got the ball, he had to go backwards.
Just got all kinds of push up front. Tuttle took great angles to the ball, and that's the end result.
8 Tigers in that screen.
Yeah.
1 Blue Jay. One of our keys to the game for Tuttle was to make Guthrie second and third down and long. That's what they have here. 2nd and 17. Dalen all day to throw, and this one's going to be dangerously thrown at the 35. It falls to the turf. Jace Rainwater, the intended receiver, and it's now 3rd down and 17.
That'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 17 for the Blue Jays.
3rd and long. It's just, there's not a lot to be said. We're just not executing anything correctly right now. Even that play, even the completion before.
3rd and 17, Guthrie needs the 41-yard line for a 1st down. 2 receivers to the far side. Here comes the pressure from the backside. Dalen sees it, throws it, diving catch, caught at the 37, maybe the 38-yard line. Going to be a couple yards shy of the 1st down. Amari Watson with a beautiful catch.
Got a little bit of room there. Great catch by Amari. Got a little bit of room.
13-yard pickup. Here's a replay of that great catch. Nice job there.
Outstanding job.
Guthrie feeling the pressure on the scoreboard. Going to line up for it here on 4th down and 4. 16 on the play clock. Jays need a big play here on 4th down to keep the drive going. Elijah flanks out. Dalen will run for it and will be 2 yards shy of the 1st down, and Tuttle will have the football. They'll actually mark him at the 40, so it's a 1-yard pickup, and Jays will turn it over on downs.
Yeah, Blue Jay defense in this all night, the short field situation most series, and no different here, starting at the 39-yard line of the Jays.
Tuttle really I don't have the number in front of me, but they've had really great field position the entire night.
Really have.
This time they set up camp at the Guthrie 39-yard line. Cruz Campbell with the 4 receivers and 1 running back. Whistles, flags. That's going to be a false start. Look at Tuttle. They started on their own 31. The Guthrie 40. Their own 48. Their own 46. Their own 46. Guthrie 35. And now the Guthrie 39.
Yeah. Just if you're a Tiger, you've had great field position most night. If you're a Blue Jay, you've been just battling all night.
1st and 15. Campbell wide open, caught at the 40, 35, 30. Down at the 25-yard line. That's the Lane kid. As he so 44, that's about a 19-yard pickup as he comes limping off the field. One of the wide receivers for Tuttle.
Like an ankle situation.
Yeah, that one being Jordan Lane. First down, Campbell. Another pitch and catch, and boy, it's just rinse and repeat for Cruz Campbell. He's just picking this Guthrie defense apart. He's not getting hit. He's finding wide open receivers, and they're catching the ball, and they're going up the field for 3, 4, 5 extra yards.
I really think in the first half, I think he got touched one time.
If you're not putting pressure on the quarterback, you got to maybe get tighter on those wide receivers. Something's got to give, and now looks like Guthrie jumped on the left side of the defensive line. And now penalties coming back in, penalties, turnovers.
Offsides against Guthrie.
So the ball will be marked at the 14. And so, yeah, if you're not getting pressure, Phil, and you look at it right now, the Guthrie DBs are 7 yards off.
Yeah.
It's for Cruz Campbell, he'll pick that apart all day long.
Yeah.
And now they jump off sides. Does Tuttle. Good news, there's no more Cruz Campbells, and you can. That's what we always talk about. 6A2, 6A1, and 4A, they throw the ball all the time.
All the time.
5A, you don't see a whole lot of passing.
It's a lot of, 4 yards in a cloud of dust, but it's heavy on the run side, and that represents challenges. It's all, and we've talked about it a lot. This Guthrie defense is set to play, to stop the run. It's tough when you get in against a kid who can spin the ball like this. Good wide receiver core. You know, these are the kind of things you'll see.
1st and 15, Cruz. Again, a wide open receiver. And a tackle at the 10. And 2nd down and 5. And got the only game on Thursday nights. Duncan's watching this game.
Oh, yeah.
Blanchard's watching this game.
I'll be linking my chops right now.
We have a timeout taken. We will take a timeout, injury timeout. We will take a timeout. 7:29 to play in 3rd quarter, 24-6 Tuttle. Here, Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Founded in 2009, Terra Insure Group exists to serve the residents of Guthrie and the surrounding communities by delivering quality insurance coverage at the fairest possible rate. TIG isn't captive to one single carrier. The staff at Terra Insure Group, Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, Lisa Engel, Sarah Bowling, and Libby Wano, offer over 100 years of combined insurance experience. Call 405-293-4880 or visit them online at tigok.com.
Do you need to register that brand new car? Be sure to stop in at Guthrie Tag Agency. Need a tag renewal? The Guthrie Tag Agency can help you stay up to date. If you need to update your driver's license or obtain a real ID, let the Guthrie Tag Agency help assist you. Located at 2105 South Division Street, the Guthrie Tag Agency is open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to noon on the first and last Saturday of the month. For more info, call 405-282-3873.
Roundsville gets the football, and he goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Tuttle. Roundsville with his 2nd touchdown of the night, this time from 9 yards out.
You know, when you find yourself in our situation, Chris, calling high school football games in small-town America, you got a decision to make. You know, we love all these kids from the Blue Jays, but the facts are the facts. They're just not playing well tonight. And, hopefully they'll take this game and get some things positive out of it, but what we're seeing right now is just getting drove all over the football field.
Yeah, and the extra point is good. 31-6, the new score. Thoughts on that after this? This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
There's one big difference between Vance Auto Group and the other dealers: transparency. We show all the discounts and rebates on our website long before you arrive. See your monthly payment, your current vehicle's value, Carfax, and everything about the vehicle you're interested in buying. You can even buy any vehicle, new or pre-owned, without leaving home, right from our website. Buy with transparency at the John Vance Auto Group.
John Vance Auto Group.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Tuttle Tigers needed 4 plays to get into the end zone. After Guthrie turned it over on downs, Roundsville with 9-yard touchdown run. That is the Tuttle Tigers' John Vance Motors scoring summary. They kick it off once again to the Blue Jays. This one is returnable by Darion Whitehorn from the 7-yard line quickly to the 20-yard line and down at the 25. It'll be 1st down and 10.
Whitehorn with the return.
We talk about the offense, and obviously, there's still a quarter and a half of football left, but unless something drastically changes, this isn't going to end the way the Blue Jay faithful wanted it to end tonight. But we were talking, they got to start looking for little things to build on.
Max Vaughn, halfback on the left side. Dalen Rice, a little screen dropped by Amari. Looks like he would have had some yards to run with after that as well, but pass falls incomplete. Look at 4A football. Phil Elgin, first ever state championship a year ago. They are the high school huddle preseason #1. Tuttle Tigers #2 on the high school huddle top 5 rankings. Look at 4A as a whole, and they have another injury. But
like another cramp,
The last 7 state champions in 4A football have been from 7 different programs.
Yeah. We talk about all the time 4A. We think top to bottom, best classification of football in the state of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
It's a lot of good, solid football teams. Blanchard, historically has been one of those teams. I think they're down a little bit this year. Wagner, of course, I'll just say it, gutted with transfers when Coach Condit took the Muskogee job, and a lot of those kids went with him. It's a different time in high school sports.
It is. I think I heard, I don't know officially what the number is, but I heard over 200 transfers in football.
That's insane.
Football, yeah.
Absolutely insane.
Of course, the OSSAA allowed transfers. A transfer meaning you can live in one town and go to another school.
Yeah.
Now, the school has to accept you, obviously, but now if you move into that town, you're a move-in. There's a difference between move-in and transfer, and you're like, why did the OSSAA want that? Well, they really didn't want that, but the state legislature was about to force their hand with that rule, and so they got ahead of the game, made some rules within the rules, and I think I heard almost 98% of the transfers were approved. Now, there's a handful that don't for whatever reason, but that is the new thing in high school football. I know a lot of us don't like that. A lot of people obviously change it. I mean, you look at, there's some kids to get into it are playing at their third, and some of them are playing at their fourth high school.
High school.
And
so we were talking about this in the huddle this past Wednesday. If you're a college recruiter, even if that kid's good, you're looking at it going, oh, I don't know. I mean, 4 schools in 4 years?
Yeah.
I mean, if he doesn't get everything he wants here, he's leaving.
Right.
I mean, so it's a problem.
Yeah, and there's some parents out there who are professional. They know the rules well, and they are not afraid to move, as that's a nice passing catch for the Jays. They'll be just short of the first down marker, so we'll see what Guthrie wants to do here on 4th down and about 2 yards. They got to get to the 35. I would certainly think they will punt this one away. Looks like Dalen is in punt formation. But, it's
it's not good.
It's not good. I agree.
But I will say this, and I'll be direct. I don't think the legislators have any reason getting involved in these kind of matters either. I mean, it's crazy right now.
Other big time things around the state. They probably
driving down today. State auditor released a report over $200 million that the state of Oklahoma might have to give back to the federal government because things weren't managed correctly. Focus on that. There's 200 million reasons why you should maybe focus on something other than getting involved in sports and activities where, to be quite frank, now full disclosure, we know a lot of the people at the OSSAA, have a lot of respect for them. Good people, work their tails off. Let them do what they do.
And they have a board of directors they have to respond to.
Absolutely.
And that's their day-to-day job.
Right.
Is to govern high school athletics. Cruz Campbell and the Tigers, they'll keep throwing the football despite the 31-6 lead. And that's what they do. I mean, it's simply what they do, and they just have more success here as tackle it out of bounds across into Guthrie territory around the 48-yard line. And so that's about a 17, maybe 19-yard pass and catch for the Tigers. Not even halfway through quarter number 3.
Yeah, this isn't what I think anybody, if you're a Blue Jay fan, the players, I guarantee you, the coaches, I promise you.
And I know the loyal Guthrie fans will watch this one all the way to the 4th quarter. But the good news is, there's only one good news. This has no effect on
non-district game.
Non-district game has no effect on what happens if you host a playoff game or anything like that. So I think we might have an intentional grounding coming here by Cruz Campbell, one of the few mistakes he's made here tonight. So Guthrie's non-district, you got obviously Tuttle tonight, off a week, and then Duncan and Blanchard come into Guthrie for the non-district part of the schedule. And you look at Duncan, they got a quarterback named Sawyer Rice. He'll be a 4-year starter, dual threat guy. They do have a young offensive line, but they were young last year as well. And so they'll be in the gels mode to open up the home part, and then Blanchard will come in after that, another 4A program. And I don't think Blanchard will throw it as well as Tuttle, thank goodness. But they will throw the football respectfully. They get Blanchard has a new first-year head coach in Lance Manning. He's been very successful in all of his stops. He got out of football for a little bit, kids graduated, and now he got some more free time. Back at it again. So, and then district play, of course, the big one over the years. I think Carl Everett might have like a 36 district game winning streak, and so that's in week 9 in Midwest City. But you look at Guthrie's non-district, and it's probably, well, it's 31-6 right now, but I think they'll be a favorite in all their district games except for maybe one.
Except for CA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and, listen, facts of fact, our district now, we went from the toughest district, 5A2, for years.
Deer Creek, Shawnee, McGinnis.
To, I'll just say, not nearly as tough district.
Yeah. Looks like we have a timeout. Let's take one with them. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank. Need a garage door expert you can trust? Meet Paul Creed, Guthrie born and raised, and the owner of A-Team Overhead Door. With over 25 years of experience, Paul is Guthrie's go-to pro for garage door installation, service, and repair. From simple fixes to brand new installs, residential or commercial, the A-Team has you covered. Call 405-642-7065 or email ateamoverheaddoor@gmail.com. A-Team Overhead Door, the varsity choice for all your overhead door needs.
Exxon was founded by 2 combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Richardson Family Stadium here in Tuttle, 31-6. That timeout there by Coach Ballard was a discussion on why he thinks that should not have been an intentional grounding. That was the purpose for the timeout as they resume action. Second down and Newcastle. Second and 21 officially. I'll hand it off.
This is
another broken tackle. And out at midfield.
That's just uncharacteristic of Blue Jay. I mean, when's the last time you saw this many missed tackles?
Yeah. Not good when a safety has to come up and make the tackle. Clayton Carpenter with that tackle. Certainly think Tuttle will stay aggressive here.
There we
Cruz
go.
Campbell will finally go down for the first time tonight, back at the 47-yard line.
Finally got a little pressure on him.
You look at the district's schedule this year for the Jays. Obviously, Carl Albert near the top, but, Guthrie will be fighting Noble and Lawton, I believe, for those 2, 3, 4 spots. Of course, you want to finish first or second because that means you get a first-round playoff game, much like last year. If you finish second, you get to host the first game, and if you win that game, you're on the road, which usually means somewhere in the Tulsa area. Not all the time, but usually.
Typically, yeah.
That's Guthrie.
Pryor, perhaps, this year?
No, I think that's the other district. I think it should be someone on 5-8-3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. As the punt goes out of bounds, Guthrie under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Guthrie look for some confidence here offensively. Only one touchdown tonight. The extra point was no good. When it rains, it pours. A lot of rain lately. Love it.
You know what? My daddy raised me. He said, don't ever complain about rain. Well, my daddy can't hear me all the time. I've been complaining
he can hear you right now.
Oh, sorry, Dad. No, I mean, it's just, it has. Well, it's rained so much. I know Ronnie's thrilled with all the rain.
Yeah.
Great for him.
Zane Thomas goes across the 25 up near the first down. Might have it at the 28.
McCoy with the tackle.
I don't think I deleted basketball highlights or basketball replays, so it's probably
Be second and 1.
Good run by Zane, moving the chains for the Blue Jays.
Zane Thomas across the 30, 35, and near the another first down run by Zane Thomas. And Zane Thomas was a kid, Phil, that came on his freshman campaign and ran the football.
Yeah.
And then last year took a lot of snaps defensively and has made his way back to the field offensively. Both plays.
Heading off the field now. Looks like he's got a little hitch in his giddy-up.
Elijah Smith will come in. He had a little hitch earlier. Good to see him back out there. Rainwater, the senior, into motion. There's Elijah, breaks a tackle, up in it at the 40-yard line. Pick up of 4 yards.
That's Elijah Payne? Yeah, Elijah Payne.
Yeah, a 4-yard carry, so.
Well, I like this if you're down by 3 or if you're up by 3.
Right. Well, and if you're Tuttle, you feel good about yourself up 25 points.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
You're not as aggressive as you once were. You're still aggressive, but there's no way you can be a little bit different if it was a 7-6 ball game.
Sure.
Dalen downfield has a receiver. It's cut, and it is Maddox Vaughn inside the 40. Big play of the night for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, good job there, pass and catch.
Ball at the 37, first down, Guthrie.
3 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Elijah Smith, receiver top of the formation. Empty backfield for Dalen. He rolls, throw back, and cannot connect with Owen Wilder. Play was drawn up nicely, just not able to execute it. Stops the clock, second down. Tuttle, Guthrie, this is the 4th year in a row. Not sure if the series will renew or not.
Yeah.
This is in high school football, and you schedule your districts. You schedule for 2 years, and you also do that in the non-district for 2 years. So this is the second time they've renewed the series, so we'll see if this comes back in 26 and 27.
Yeah, be interesting. I like the series.
Yeah. Snap gets past Dalen, picks it up. He's going to go down at the 49-yard line. Loss of 12 on the play. Blue Jays just struggling in all aspects of tonight's ball game, as the scoreboard indicates that. I think for a lot of fans, not necessarily for the coaches or players, but for a lot of fans, I'm probably happy that clock is rolling right now.
Keep it running, boys.
Yep.
Keep it running.
Well, Phil, I told you that bye week, I think it's the worst week is that second week. You play, then you're off.
Oh, my goodness.
Another bad snap. Dalen's got to fall on that one to prevent a turnover. I think the best bye week is after your 3 non-district games and before your district games.
Yeah.
For this one, Guthrie will play, then be off a week. I think, man, that's 9 straight games. But after tonight's,
they need it.
They need it.
Yeah, they need it. They need reps. They need to fix a lot of things. 2 back-to-back plays, can't get a snap.
They need to get to the 28-yard line. So 15. Tuttle let the punt get away. It will roll. Boy, that would be nice on the punt average.
Punt it down to the 23-yard line.
It will be interesting to see how this team responds when they come home in a couple weeks against Duncan. But I don't want to say I don't think it can get any worse. But
well, listen, it's been ugly in all phases tonight.
Yeah.
We can sugarcoat it, but the reality is that the boys haven't played well tonight, and that happens in sports.
Yep.
The big thing at this point is how are they going to respond. What I don't want to see them do is quit. I don't want to see them, because I'll say the word, they're playing uninspired right now, have been most of the night. Those are just things between the ears. You got to fix that. You can fix that on the field. That's a decision you make on the field. Sometimes things just don't go your way execution-wise, but effort and just playing hard is something you're in control of. This will be, I think, a wake-up call for the Jays, or it's an opportunity for a wake-up call for them to come back in that 2 weeks from now when they play Duncan and make everybody forget this ball game.
Yeah, Guthrie in the state championship, Tuttle in the state championship a year ago. Owasso was in a state championship a year ago, and they're getting walked by Bixby.
Yeah. No,
so,
it happens.
I mean, it happens.
No, it happens.
Cruz Campbell and the Tigers caught at the 30, 35, another broken tackle across the 40 and down at the 45-yard line. So receivers are wide open, and then they're breaking tackles and dragging Blue Jays for more yards. As we have 67 seconds left in quarter number 3. It feels like the 6th quarter right now, though.
It's been a long one.
It's weird weather. You know, we're outside here.
So sticky.
It is. Yeah, the hands. My paper. Yeah, it's
nothing's
just
right now. Chris, any predictions on the Bixby Owasso game?
Yeah, I got Bixby winning that one tonight.
How about a score?
Oh, a score. Okay.
Yeah.
Are they at halftime yet?
Sure. Yeah, halftime. Yeah.
Oh, halftime. I'm gonna go. I want to say 49. I'll go say 42-0.
28-7.
Oh, okay.
28-7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still in it.
Still in it.
Bixby leading Owasso. Games tomorrow: Booker T. Washington and Muskogee, Deer Creek, McGinnis, Edmond Memorial, Del City.
Which one of those games?
Moore, Westmore.
Which one of those games will be the best game?
Midwest City, Piedmont.
Oh, I got Midwest City in that one.
Jaquez Washington.
Yeah.
First-year head coach for Midwest City.
I like him.
Timeout taken. Or it's in the half. 31-6. We'll take it with them. Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
At home, the office, or your commercial building, you want a professional roofing contractor you can trust. Red River Roofing Siding and Windows has been the Oklahoma leader in residential and commercial roof repair, maintenance, and replacement for over 2 decades. Partnering with the best manufacturers to offer the best roofing systems with the best warranty protection and the best financing plan in the industry. Avoid the high volume of underqualified, untrained contractors and call Red River Roofing Siding and Windows today.
Tina and Stefan and the entire staff, they are who you see them be. I mean, they're genuine people. They care about people. They've spent their entire lives in healthcare.
I can honestly say I'm 65 years old, and I'm probably in the best health I've been in my whole life, to be honest with you. And it's thanks to Stefan and his staff here, because everything they've done for me is just worked tremendously.
I just highly recommend Strive to anybody who's wanting to see a real improvement in their overall health, to be quite frank, their quality of life.
Shawn Silvis, we see you on the camera.
The All-American.
We see you, Shawn.
All-American.
Go back the other way, Shawn. Oh, we see Rob Hudson there, longtime stat keeper for the Blue Jays. Lance Evans on the right, Colin Simpson on the right side. Cheerleaders, what a shot. Guthrie High School marching band.
Getting her done.
That's all the good news.
Yeah, that score below, that's the bad news.
31-6, all Tuttle tonight. Guthrie scored a touchdown to pull within 4 points, 10-6. But the Tigers with 3 scores, 21 unanswered points to go into the 4th quarter, leading it here. 31-6. Guthrie band still feeling good about themselves. Stay tuned after the ball game. We will have a Terra Insure Group post-game show. Shawn Silvis has the privilege of interviewing head coach Kelly Beebe after this one.
That should be fun.
Pistol formation. Roundsville, the starting running back, stays in there. Loss on the play of 2 back to midfield. It'll bring up 3rd down. Not looked at the Tuttle schedule in a few weeks. I should have that written down, but I think they'll be favored in all their games moving forward as well. Cruz Campbell. Ball caught at the 45. Nice move. Down at the 30. Fresh set downs for Tuttle. Interesting in this area, we're talking about the Tri-City, Tuttle, Newcastle, Blanchard. It feels like Tuttle is winning the Tri-City area as far as transfers and move-ins.
Yeah.
You know, Mustangs just a little bit to the north.
Yep.
They got a lot of transfers in.
A pretty good one this year.
Yeah, Jaden O'Neal, quarterback from California. He's a 4-star quarterback. Ronnie Phillips tells us it's the top 15 in the nation. Had committed to OU, so you want to get closer. And then decommits from OU and is headed to Florida State.
That might have had something to do with that 5-star that committed to OU.
Kevin Sperry did that for Carl Albert. Yeah. Came to Carl Albert. Another pass and catch.
Sperry's at Florida State, isn't he?
Florida State, yeah. Well, last I checked.
Yeah, he could be at Shadron State by now.
He played at, 3 different high schools?
Yeah.
Sperry did.
So Sperry would have been a redshirt freshman last year.
No, he's
right?
a freshman.
This year.
First year this year.
That's right. I was confused when he went back to Texas.
Yeah, went back to Texas for his senior year, Yeah, Mustang. Get the 4-star quarterback. We got Bethany's 2 best defensive players.
Yeah.
And a couple of other players as well. If I'm understanding right, this is the first year Mustang has allowed athletic transfers. So they definitely took advantage of that.
Another 5-yard face mask against the Jays. Hits keep coming.
That will be a first down with the penalty.
Yep.
As the Tigers have made it inside the red zone. So it's the first time I really take a look at the Tuttle stands. So they have the stands that everybody, but there's a few seats below that, I guess, for the student sections. I just kind of noticed that.
It's a cool stadium. I like it. Good 4A stadium.
Got the Jumbotron to our right.
Yeah.
Cruz Campbell trips receivers to the right, a running back and 1 receiver to the bottom of the screen. Wide open, can't connect though. There's been a few of those. Cruz Campbell will watch on game film and go, man, we could have put 50 on the board if I connect with a couple of receivers.
That's absolutely right.
Falls incomplete though, brings up second down, stops the clock, 10:09 to play in the ball game.
We got when's Texas Ohio State?
Saturday.
That's the evening game, I was saying. Right?
Yeah. That's where College Game Day's at this week.
Lee Corso doing his final appearance there, I believe.
Cruz Campbell, nice move, gets to the 5, first and go. Yep. He started the head pick at Ohio State.
Yeah.
Put the Brutus head on.
You gonna do one last pick?
One last pick. I would certainly think.
Well, be Brutus.
It started it with Brutus. You got to end with Brutus, right?
Yeah, you have to.
There's been a lot of tributes his way, and Kirk Herbstreit.
Man, I'll tell you something.
Tears up every single time.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Yeah.
That relationship, though, I don't care how you feel about Lee or Herbie or anything. That relationship's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, and Herbie protects him.
He does.
He protects him.
Yeah. 5 seconds on the play clock. First and go for the Tigers. They do get it off in time, 2 running backs. And down near the 2-yard line. Second and goal.
You always feel bad when you say this, but I really think he might be a year or 2 late on when he should have retired.
Yeah.
But I also like how they protected him and honored him, and he brought a lot to college football.
He did, yeah.
Brought a lot to college football.
And it's something that you really, really love to do, and
right.
it's hard to get away, but So it should be a well watched broadcast, and I know I'll be tuning in just to see.
Absolutely. Yeah, it'll be a special moment.
Left side.
Nice cutback.
Rounsaville, his 3rd touchdown of the night. The lights go flashing for the 37th point of the night for the Tuttle Tigers. Strive Wellness Lounge PAT for the Tigers. Yes, the Tuttle van is right below us as the extra point is up, and it is good. 38-6, your new score. 8:45 to play in this one from Tuttle, Oklahoma. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays!
You spoke. Chuck Hall listened. In the state Senate, Chuck Hall is delivering real conservative results. He cuts taxes, invested in our schools, and passed the toughest anti-illegal immigration law in the nation. Standing shoulder to shoulder with President Trump, Chuck Hall defends Oklahoma values: faith, freedom, family, and our way of life. Senator Chuck Hall, your voice, your values, your conservative fighter.
Tigers now 28 unanswered points, increasing that lead 38-6.
Tell you one that we are going to learn something about our kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, this is an opportunity. Like you said, this game in the grand scheme of things, outside of pride and wanting to perform better because you're proud of the product put on the field, means nothing for the year. But we are going to find out about the kids. We're going to find out how they respond to adversity, and in 2 weeks when Duncan comes rolling to town, what are they going to put out there on the field?
From the 14-yard line, Darion Whitehorn, 30, spins out near the 35, 25-yard return. Nice job there by Darion. The Blue Jay offense will come back onto the field. 8:38 left in this one.
Yeah. Click, click, click. So what's for supper after the game, Chris? Or are we just heading it to the house?
So I've never heard you say supper. It's usually dinner. So you go supper or dinner? Which one do you go with?
I like to mix it up.
I like to say dinner. What would you like for dinner?
I usually say dinner.
Supper sounds weird. Where does supper come from?
I don't know why I said it.
I think supper's biblical.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Biblical. Is that Shawn that said that?
Yeah.
I was looking at you, then I hear a voice from it. Sound like from heaven.
Jesus. I thought it was Jesus.
In my ears, it's Shawn out of nowhere.
It's biblical.
Shawn, so it's biblical. Dinner's biblical or supper?
The Last Supper.
The Last Supper. He said,
oh boy.
Dip the bread in the cup, and I think Jesus coined the term.
You know what?
It's supper.
I got to go supper. Yeah, I got to go supper.
Okay. Thanks, Shawn.
Appreciate Ronnie Phillips helping us out.
That's tough. It's tough. It's tough.
As we approach 8 minutes left, he gave me some volleyball scores.
Yeah, well, that's good to celebrate something.
You got a producer there. I appreciate that. Guthrie High School volleyball team participated down in Lawton today.
All right.
I tell you, this volleyball team, I think it's the fourth year in the program. Rachel Gibson, the first-year head coach, got the Jays playing pretty good right now. Beat Snyder 2-0. Pathways 2-0. Beat Lawton Ike 2-1. Shut out Lawton 2-0 and beat Lawton Ike 2-1. And I don't know if that's a tournament or what that is, but in my books that's a win, a tournament victory.
Victories. We're looking for some. That's good.
That is fantastic.
Good job, Chubbo. Got us some positive.
Rice's pass is caught. Rainwater at midfield into Tuttle territory. But, that volleyball program, I tell you, if you've not been able to get out, right now they're playing their matches at the junior high. I saw junior high the other day. They're getting better. So it's fun to watch. So if you have a chance, go to the Guthrie's website, public schools website, take a look at that volleyball schedule. Get it out there. Their goal, though, this year is to get their matches moved up to the high school.
What's the reasoning for doing it at the junior high right
now? Elijah, nice move as he gets past the line of scrimmage, spins, running hard out to the 40-yard line. The installation of the net into the floor.
Oh, okay, very good.
Yeah. Run into some issues with that. So
makes sense. Well, I'm going to tell you, growing up in Kansas, girls volleyball is huge.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a huge sport, and so I grew up going and watching, my local schools or my classmates playing that. It's a fun sport to watch, and it's great the girls have that opportunity to play that sport. I mean, it's a neat sport.
Elijah again between the tackles. He'll go up to the 35-yard line. Nice run there for Elijah for a first down. Stops the clock.
Now, would you be a setter?
Oh, I'd like to be a
blocker? A blocker?
A spiker.
Oh, boy.
Lombardo, is that what it's called?
Oh, no. Would you jump and serve?
Oh, yeah. You got to look. You got to look the part. You got to look the part.
Yeah.
Libero. I was so close.
Libero.
They get to wear the different jersey.
Tomato. Oh, boy.
Yeah, they don't get to play up at the net.
Why not?
They're usually your
that doesn't seem fair.
They're usually your setter. They're the ones who are diving.
Oh, yeah. They're the junkyard dogs of volleyball.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. They do it.
Yeah.
They do it all.
Certainly I'd like to see Guthrie getting back into the end zone. Just trying some positives here.
Yep.
Trips receivers bottom of the formation. Dalen will run the left side. 35,
nice
25.
Nice
into the 20, down to the 18. Call it the 17-yard line. Another first down run there for Guthrie.
But the game is down to the 17-yard line. It'll be first down for Guthrie.
Offense finishing strong here.
Oh, what's for supper?
Supper, yes.
Or are we just driving her straight home?
Well, the way we usually do is we drive by that place, that place, that place, that place.
We'll wait for something else.
We'll wait for something else. Then we get on the highways like, you know what?
Well, no, we're at Frontier City.
Let's just go home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is Ronnie driving home tonight? What's for supper, Ronnie?
The main thing right now, Phil is desperately looking for an answer. Just
somebody tell me what's for supper.
We can't say, we don't have them as a sponsor, so we can't say them out loud.
But we are having supper.
Oh my gosh, yes. Are we? Yes, let's have supper. Yes, let's have supper.
Well, good. Ask and answer. Okay. Finally.
Ball's at the 15, Phil.
Oh, ball's at 15.
Elijah Payne, looked like Elijah going from the 15 to the 13. Next snap will be around the 4-minute mark. Get a bird's eye view up here on top of the Tuttle press box. Got parking to the left. Oklahoma City way out yonder. Newcastle that way. Blanchard that way. Mustang that way.
There's a lot of football played out in this part of the world.
It seemed like I've been here every other week this year.
Just with all the different sports.
For baseball, summer baseball. Got to see head coach for the Tuttle Tigers.
Get in there.
Jace Rainwater reaches, and they're going to be down at the 2-yard line.
Battled.
Jace wanted that one, obviously. Brett Draper, the head baseball coach. He's had some big runs in with Blanchard in state championship games. Ronnie and I have called a couple of those. First and go for the Blue Jays.
Now, Ronnie and him, I understand, played against each other in high school.
Yeah, Breck attended Shawnee High School.
Shawnee Wolves. Shawnee should be a little better this year.
Absolutely. Coach Madonna. A high snap. Ball's loose. I think Guthrie got it at the 10. They did. 3.5 to go in this one.
Guthrie recovers. Herzl with a recovery. Back to the 10-yard line. It'll be second go.
Boy, I will need to look at the archives for the article for Guthrie News Page. For the last time Guthrie got beat by 30-plus points, but trying to get a little bit closer than that right now. Got a little bit more work now with that snap over the head at the 10-yard line. Second and goal. 2 seconds on the play clock. Guthrie will not get it off. Did they get a timeout? They did. We'll take a timeout with them. 2:53 left in this one. Blue Jay football brought to you by our good friends at F&M Bank.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. You're lost out there and you're all alone. A light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
For decades, Guthrie Athletics has been a source of pride in the Guthrie community. Hi, I'm Merritt Roberts, and I've been a Blue Jay supporter and Farm Bureau agent for many, many years. I want to wish all the Guthrie student athletes not only a great season on the field, course, track, or court, but in the classroom as well. If integrity, honesty, and accessibility are important to you, call Farm Bureau at 620-4920 and ask for Merritt. I would welcome the opportunity to give you a professional evaluation of your insurance needs, or simply stop by and let's talk about the Jays.
330.
Welcome back. Blue Jays second to go from the 10-yard line. Called the timeout before the play clock expired. Desperately wanting to get into the end zone to find some positive things going into the bye week. A lot of the Tuttle fans have made their way home. Like the Guthrie fans have stayed in their stands.
Hanging pretty tight.
Hanging in there. Back to action, second and goal. Cooper Walters, left guard, 4-year starter. Dalen looking. Receiver slipped, and there is a flag. Might be a good reason why the receiver slipped, and Jason Rainwater.
Pass is incomplete. Flag's down.
It's so confusing. I watch a lot of college football. I watch a lot of high school football. I get the rules mixed up all the time.
Well, it's easy. Why don't they just pick one set of rules?
It would make it a lot.
Just pick one set of rules.
So I don't know if it happened in the end zone or not. It's a 5-yard, half the distance to the goal, so it goes to 5. College football, if it happened, or pro football, if it happened in the end zone, I think they get it at the 2-yard line.
Yeah.
At the 1-yard line. College, you get it at 2. Ronnie Phillips in my ear. $15 on the play clock. Little misdirection play. Amari Watson into the end zone. Guthrie's second touchdown of the night. Amari Watson, the senior, his first touchdown of the year. Blue Jays back on the board for the first time since quarter number 2, early part of the quarter. 2:44 left in this one. Guthrie will work on the PAT. Jays will PAT. Missed the first one. The second one is good. It's booted in there by number 30, not on our roster. We'll see if he's on the other roster. Blue Jays back on the board. Back after this. This is Blue Jay football brought to you by F&M Bank.
Companion Healthcare is a top provider of home health, hospice, and private home care services in Oklahoma. If you've experienced an injury, illness, or hospital stay, then Companion Home Health can help you in your recovery with skilled nursing care and rehab therapies. The Companion Hospice team provides gentle care for the patient and meaningful support for the whole family. They are a Guthrie family-owned business with years of experience and trust, caring for the people in our own community. Loyal supporters of Guthrie Bluejay Sports.
F&M Bank loves giving back to the communities we live and serve in. Banking with us ensures your money goes back into your community. Our goal is to provide you with reliable banking you can trust, delivered with unique passion for service. F&M Bank has all the modern banking services, mobile banking, lending, reward checking, electronic checking, and more. We invite you to come see us at any of our 8 locations. Come see what relationship banking is all about. F&M Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tegan Hillard, the junior, with the extra point. 38-13, your new score. Final 2:44 left in this one. Again, stay tuned. Terry and Shore Group post-game show. I have a short conversation with Blue Jay coach Kelly Beebe. So we can pack up and make our way back to Logan County. Return out to the 22-yard line.
Chris, I'm going to own this. I said, I don't think it's 30. I think it's 80. It's 30.
Okay, I thought I saw 30.
That's my bad.
I don't have 30 on my roster,
No,
so it might not be Tegan.
But we apologize.
Yeah.
That's my fault. It's on me.
Wrong numbers and not on the roster. It's just a tough start all the way around.
I did almost laugh, though, when we were coming off the last break. He said, Phil, at the scoreboard, what's the total yards up there? I'm the blindest guy on the crew.
And I forgot I had my binoculars here.
Oh, well, I'll take a shot at it, Chris.
Well, the font could be a little bit bigger on that scoreboard. You know, they got the LED screen over to our right. I don't think Gelsmo will ever have an LED screen.
I don't know if I'd want it to.
Well, it would be hard. It would be, press box space is one thing.
We don't want it.
But you don't want anything taller than the rock because then it just looks weird when you're on Wentz and Harrison.
I know this is an unpopular opinion, but to me it's a lot like putting turf at the rock. It doesn't fit.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit.
A lot of people, why not turf? Well, you have yard markers and letters in the end zone during baseball. It was great during football season, but then baseball season, you're looking at Guthrie or Blue Jays backwards at the plate.
Yeah.
And the yard markers and the numbers.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be terrible.
Yeah. How about I float this idea by you, Phil?
Okay.
What if they built a nice baseball stadium somewhere else and got rid of Squires Field?
Oof, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. Nope.
Just a thought.
I'm out.
I think that's the only way you would be able to turf.
It is the only way, I think, but that's not a good option.
Not a good option?
Well, you know that. You're just we got 25 seconds left.
125. Phil.
Oh, good Lord.
We do got a screen behind you.
I may have to. Oh, there it is.
We do have a screen behind us.
The whole night's been a little off.
Yeah. I know the true Blue Jay fans will stay on for that Terra Insure Group postgame show.
That's right.
And I just now realized this, but there's an official helping another official.
Yeah.
Looks like I've never seen this crew, but it looks like other officials are here, maybe more veteran officials helping young officials. I saw him getting him in the right spot, so that's cool to see.
Well, and listen, we have a ref shortage, so anything we can do to get more numbers in, and they're working hard to get them up to speed.
Well, I say that. We don't have an ump. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's back there. So, yeah, it might be an extra official.
There is an extra official.
Yeah, guys, I was actually talking to him before the game, and he said that he had the night off, and they asked him if he would come and help. He said, sure, I'll come help.
That's awesome.
So. That is good.
Good report, Shawn.
You think he made that up?
Sounded really good.
It did sound good.
Tuttle, I'll have to take a timeout. The game clock and the play clock were 20 seconds off. Didn't want to put a penalty number on the stat sheet. Could have snapped it. But they'll call a timeout, punt the football away. We might have two more plays in this one before we put a bow on this one. Again, Blue Jays off next week. No broadcast next week. Blue Jays will play the Duncan Demons in a couple weeks. Congratulations to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
We almost made it. We almost made it, Ronnie. We almost
just
made
got
it.
engaged. I thought that was cute.
It's true love. What did we make the over-under? 5.5?
5.5 years.
And I took over. I believe in their love.
We don't get very many 38-13 ball games.
No,
it's probably a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Probably a good thing.
These are tough.
I'm actually wearing a jacket. Are you doing okay? You got the sleeves rolled up.
I gave up.
Okay.
Man, I'm sticky everywhere. I'm sticky in places you don't even know about right now. It's not good.
Should we skip supper? And
No. We're having supper. No, we're having supper.
Okay. This one punted away. Here's the return. Out to midfield, 49-yard line, and 11 seconds left. One more snap to conclude this one. Again, coming up, Terra Insure Group postgame show.
Flags everywhere.
Flags down.
Terry, how long have they done the postgame show now?
Since I think when we started doing video broadcasts, they were there.
Yeah.
I think maybe back in the radio days.
Yeah, I think so. I think it does go back.
I want to say 07 range.
Long time.
Yeah.
Seth, Jason, Dennis.
Yeah.
You know, all the girls.
Oh, the girls.
You know, doing a great job. They have your insurance.
Absolutely, they do.
They have my insurance.
Yep. They have my house, my vehicles, my business umbrella.
Yeah.
They'll keep possession. They don't get marked off.
Do a great job. And
The time we first down.
By the way, we had a pretty good spot for video cameras. There really no one over in that area tonight.
Yeah, would have worked out fine.
Fine, but I like having Wager and Sarah right here as well.
I do too.
We got a better view up here.
Wager. Got to keep an eye on Wager.
This is Lindsay's youngest.
Do you think Wager knows that he's Mama's favorite?
I think he knows.
Wager, do you know that?
That's
he
knows.
He knows. Yeah, he knows. That was a confident head nod right there.
Final play of the ball game. Guthrie 1-yard pickup. The Tuttle Tigers open up the season in a big way, victorious over the Blue Jays. Final score 38-13. Tuttle 1-0. Guthrie 0-1. The Tuttle band strikes up. We will take a timeout. When we come back, it's the Terror Insure Group postgame show. Back at this is Blue Jay football brought to you by F&M Bank.
Integrity Heat and Air provides award-winning heating, ventilating, and air conditioning services to Guthrie and the surrounding areas. Integrity's indoor air quality specialists are friendly experts at service, repair, and installation. They proudly serve and install the latest Lennox products and service all other brands with their A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Contact Integrity today at 405-833-5992 or online at integrityheatandair.com. Integrity Heat and Air, it's our pleasure to serve.
Hayes Tree Service is a proud member of the Guthrie Chamber of Commerce and a huge supporter of Guthrie Public Schools. Cody and Kathy Hayes are available 24/7 for emergency tree work when Mother Nature hits. Hayes has the experience and equipment needed for tree trimming, removal, and stump grinding. Fully insured, Hayes is the company that other tree guys call for help. For a free estimate, call 405-535-6560 or find them on Facebook. Go Blue Jays!
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
The rights to this broadcast have been granted by Guthrie Public Schools. Any rebroadcast or republication of the programming without the written consent of Guthrie Public Schools is strictly prohibited.
Blue Jays listening to Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beebe as our 38-13 setback to the Tuttle Tigers. We'll get our chance to talk to Coach Beebe after this. Definitely a learning moment right now that Coach Kelly Beebe is sharing. Guthrie got down 10-0 in this ball game. Tuttle got a field goal on their opening drive, an interception by Guthrie, thrown by Guthrie, and then that led to a Roundsville touchdown, up 10-0. Guthrie made it a 10-6 ball game, but it was just nightmarish after that as Tuttle wins it. Final score 38-13. We'll take a timeout here on the Terra Insure Group postgame show, talk about TIG here in just a little bit. Get the thoughts of Coach Kelly Beebe as well. We'll dig deep into the postgame show after this opening timeout. This is the Terra Insure Group postgame show.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays.
Countless people in the community that have been coming to Strive as clients are seeing real changes in their lives for the better.
We're all about getting to the root cause of your health issues. We're proactive instead of reactive. We have weight loss medications like semaglutide, tirzepatide, and lipomino skinny shots, IV hydration, infrared saunas, cold plunge, 4D massage chairs, and our newest technologies, the M-Cella chair for urinary incontinence and M-Sculpt Neo body contouring increases muscle by 25% and decreases fat by 30%. Check us out at strivewellnesslounge.com.
F&M Bank loves giving back to the communities we live and serve in. Banking with us ensures your money goes back into your community. Our goal is to provide you with reliable banking you can trust, delivered with unique passion for service. F&M Bank has all the modern banking services, mobile banking, lending, reward checking, electronic checking, and more. We invite you to come see us at any of our 8 locations. Come see what relationship banking is all about. F&M Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back. Richardson Family Stadium in Tuttle, Oklahoma. Start of the season. Tuttle wins at 38-13. We'll hear from Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beebe here in just a few moments. Shawn working on that. Coach Beebe talking to others real quick. We'll dive into as soon as he becomes available. Get through 2 scores tonight. One in the second quarter, one late in the ball game when it was very well decided there in the fourth. And yeah, that's talking to printed paper. We got to wait our turn here. So
whole night's been off.
Yeah, just it's been It's just the waiting to get Coach Beebe here, and I think we're getting close here now, and
there we go.
Get everybody in line. Coach Beebe talking with Dr. Simpson real quick, and now there's Laura Beebe and I think his daughter. Give him some loves, and just a tough night overall. Let's go downstairs with Shawn Silvis.
All right, guys, I am here with Guthrie football coach Kelly Beebe. Kelly, not the outcome that we were expecting or wanting, but just talk us about tonight and walk us through what happened there.
Well, I just told them in the huddle, I was disappointed in myself, my coaches, my offense, my defense, my special teams tonight. The first thing I told them was in no part of my mind could I envision a game that was not going to be competitive tonight. And I give Coach Ballard and his staff and his players a tremendous amount of credit. They're extremely fast on the edge. Quarterback gets rid of it quick. They tackle well. But the things that we typically do well, affecting the quarterback and making them one-dimensional and then tackling in space, we didn't do a good job of tonight. We didn't execute very well on offense. And then we had some special teams miscues that we typically don't have. So I don't know if we got a little shell-shocked in the environment. I wouldn't think so. But, again, we're figuring out who this 2025 crew is. We've got several kids back from last year, but we also lost some awfully good senior leaders from last year's ball club. So that's part of the maturation process. Coach Ballard and I talked before the game, and we kind of mutually agreed, win, lose, or draw, we would both be better football teams after this game. And I'll get the film on, and we'll do some things better than what I thought we did. But right now, overall, I take all responsibility. I definitely thought we were prepared and ready to execute our schemes, and we didn't get it done. And we were dominated tonight. And, it's up to us now as coaches and players to get it fixed and get it going in the right direction.
So with that said, the bye week probably couldn't come at a better time. Have another week off and then back for Duncan and then 3 home games to come back at the Rock. Are you excited at all about that opportunity to, get some things fixed and then come back home and get the ball rolling?
I'm ready to get back on the field tomorrow and sit on this for 2 weeks. And, Duncan's got a much improved ball club. I think they only had 3 or 4 seniors last year. They've grown up a bunch, bigger in the weight room. They got one of the better quarterbacks in the state in Sawyer Rice. Throws it as well as this kid, and then he can flat fly. He's a 10, 500-meter kid. So, then we pick up Blanchard, and, it's a long road. So we got some things to figure out, obviously. I think all the pieces we need are there. That we got to learn how to lead and follow on the field, and then, be selfless in doing just our job. And again, that's all going to come out a lot more when we get back tonight and watch the film and those kind of things. We'll get the boys in tomorrow. We'll correct what we can. And then we got to flush it and move on because it's a long season.
All right, well, Coach, thank you for your time. We'll see you back here in a couple weeks. Yeah. Thank you. Take care. Guys, we'll go back to you.
Thank you, Shawn. And real quick, Phil, Coach Beebe said a lot of things that we said tonight on the broadcast.
Yeah, he said a lot of, and listen, Coach Beebe, it's not his first rodeo, unfortunately. These things do happen. I think, like he says, he's disappointed in myself, my coaches, my players. We didn't execute, we didn't do this right, but the most important thing he said was at the very end. It's a long season.
Yeah. I've always liked Coach Kelly Beebe and Coach Rafe Watkins in the past. They tell it like it is after games like that. Yep. This is the Terry and Sugar Group postgame show. Visit our good friends, TIGOK.com. Tons of carriers to choose from. You can go online, TIGOK.com. Get it all right there. You can see your quote right there, and then you can talk to my classmate, my good friend Seth Robbins or Jason Herzl, whoever of there. The girls do a great job. I talked to them several times this summer. So Be sure to visit them 622 South Division Street if you want to go in and talk face-to-face. Blue Jays lose it here opening week in Week 0. Back after this on the TIG postgame show.
Founded in 2009, Terra Insure Group exists to serve the residents of Guthrie and the surrounding communities by delivering quality insurance coverage at the fairest possible rate. TIG isn't captive to one single carrier. The staff at Terra Insure Group, Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, Lisa Engel, Sarah Bowling, and Libby Wano, offer over 100 years of combined insurance experience. Call 405-293-4880 or visit them online at tigok.com.
Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Bluejays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC. Since 2002, S&T Oilfield Services has delivered trusted, family-owned expertise from Texas to Arkansas to Wyoming. With over 2 decades of experience, a spotless safety record, and certified professionals, we provide customized flowback solutions you can count on. From completion to production, we put reliability, safety, and your success first. Schedule service today at 580-799-4428 or visit satoilfieldservice.com. At Mosquito Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471. Go Blue Jays!
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. You're lost out there and you're all alone. A light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
Companion Healthcare is a top provider of home health, hospice, and private home care services in Oklahoma. If you've experienced an injury, illness, or hospital stay, then Companion Home Health can help you in your recovery with skilled nursing care and rehab therapies. The Companion Hospice team provides gentle care for the patient and meaningful support for the whole family. They are a Guthrie family-owned business with years of experience and trust, caring for the people in our own community. Loyal supporters of Guthrie Bluejay Sports.
Exxon was founded by 2 combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Integrity Heat and Air provides award-winning heating, ventilating, and air conditioning services to Guthrie and the surrounding areas. Integrity's indoor air quality specialists are friendly experts at service, repair, and installation. They proudly serve and install the latest Linux products and service all other brands with their A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Contact Integrity today at 405-833-5992 or online at integrityheatandair.com. Integrity Heat and Air, it's our pleasure to serve.
38-13 final score here in Tuttle. Blue Jays 0-1 to start the year. Tuttle 1-0. Coach Kelly Beebe kind of summed it up perfectly. We were curious how Guthrie, you talk about the bye week. Shawn asked a great question about the bye week. Hey, you get an extra week, man. That's a good thing to get ready for Duncan. But the other side of that is you have to stew on this loss for that bye week as well. Yeah. So Guthrie lose it tonight, 38-13. A lot of high school games tomorrow. South Point Baptist Church scoreboard update. Phil, what was the last score you had for Bixby Owasso? Again, not very many games tonight in the state, so just a handful.
It's a final.
49-7. 49-7.
Bixby.
So as bad as it was for Guthrie, I guess it could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
Could have been worse. So, 622 South Division Street's our good friends at Terra Insure Group, TIGOK.com. Final timeout. Come back, wrap it all up from Richardson Family Stadium in Tuttle, Oklahoma.
At Hayes Funeral Home, we take great pride in caring for our families and community and have committed to providing you with a beautiful, lasting tribute to your loved one. Honoring your loved one is our top priority, and part of that is assisting you to help deal with the grief during difficult times. Everyone's needs are different, and for that reason, families can entrust their loved one's wishes to our family. We have a wide range of resources to support you not only today, but in the weeks and months to come. Visit them online today at hayesfh.com.
Final thoughts from the stadium are ahead on the Terra Insure Group postgame show.
Need a garage door expert you can trust? Meet Paul Creed, Guthrie born and raised, and the owner of A-Team Overhead Door. With over 25 years of experience, Paul is Guthrie's go-to pro for garage door installation, service, and repair. From simple fixes to brand new installs, residential or commercial, the A-Team has you covered. Call 405-642-7065 or email ateamoverheaddoor@gmail.com. A-Team Overhead Door, the varsity choice for all your overhead door needs.
Founded in 2009, Terra Insure Group exists to serve the residents of Guthrie and the surrounding communities by delivering quality insurance coverage at the fairest possible rate. TIG isn't captive to one single carrier. The staff at Terra Insure Group, Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, Lisa Engel, Sarah Bowling, and Libby Wano, offer over 100 years of combined insurance experience. Call 405-293-4880 or visit them online at tigok.com.
Welcome back. Final time here in Tuttle, 38-13. Again, not sure if this series will be renewed or not. We'll find out in the coming months. But even after 4 games, Phil, Guthrie won the first 2. Tuttle won the last 2.
Yep, 2-2. The series 2-2 tied. And just a tale of 2 teams tonight. I mean, Tuttle. Listen, they didn't look sharp the whole game. I mean, they had their moments too, but they sure put a lot more together than we did tonight. Just a lot of silly mistakes on our part, beyond just getting, to be quite frank, physically beat.
Yeah.
We just made a lot of mistakes. Can't do it.
Shawn, final thoughts from you tonight. Tough way to get started. I guarantee it's a lot easier to interview Kelly Beebe after a victory than a loss, especially like tonight.
Yeah, it was tough. He said something that I can relate to is, after taking a big loss, stewing over it can be hard, but it can also be very reflective.
Right.
A lot of times with a big loss, I know I'm a wrestler, but from the coaching standpoint, I always think that, stick to what you can do. Don't think about all the other things and just focus on. You have to focus on what you're capable. You got to be where you're supposed to do what you're supposed to be doing, and just stay there, stay in balance. Don't try to do too much. Stay to who you are and just stay solid there. And I think that's the big thing. It's a big loss. You think you got to make a bunch of changes. No, stay the course, stay disciplined, and good things can happen.
As a coach, is it hard to sleep tonight? Are you 4 guessing what happened and what? Just really mind guessing what happens in the future.
Yeah, to be honest, big blowouts are usually small things extrapolated, and there's usually 1 or 2 things that if you change, the whole game turns around.
Right.
It's so he's going to be trying to find those things. What was it? Mm-hmm. What was it in on offense? What was it on defense? Yeah. And he'll be up all night and probably all weekend until he's confident he can figure that out.
And do you go after? You tell the kids like, look at this, and this for the first few hours, or you just kind of go positive? Well, I think a mix?
You cover it.
Yeah.
You're going to look at film. You cover it. You talk about the things. You got to know the kids. You got to know how. What I say when I say we're going to find out about our kids, we're going to find out how mentally tough they are.
Yeah.
Listen, these kids are going to win a lot of football games this year. This was a terrible night.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it. You know who knows it better than anybody? The kids.
Yeah.
I mean, so they'll learn from this and get better. But I think they'll go out and they'll break down what they need to break down. They'll talk about it. Then they'll move on. It'll be a heavy dose of positive, getting ready to go do the things they need to do.
It's a lot easier to win, easier broadcast when we win. So let's not do this very many times the rest of the year.
I think I agree. But I think where it all went off is when we were in Edmond, I reminded Chris I didn't have any drink, I had nothing to eat.
Yeah, it started off bad.
And got worse. Yeah. I think if I had a full tummy,
back to Phil.
There could have been a possibility this whole thing could have. So I'm actually, you know what? I blame Chris.
Phil the victim again.
Oh, yeah.
He plays it well.
It's every day.
All right, that'll do it here on the Terra Insure Group post-game show. Final score, final time, 38-13. Tuttle Tigers open up the season with the victory. Jays will have an off week and then get ready back to open up Gelsman Stadium in their next game 2 weeks from tomorrow night in Guthrie as they take on the Duncan Demons. Big thank you to our outstanding crew.
Yeah.
Once again, Sarah Phillips, Wager Silvis, and Lance Evans doing all the great stuff. I appreciate them so much. All the camera angles were outstanding once again. Our production crew, our producers, Ronnie Phillips and Connor Phillips. It's really a family thing here.
Sean, we're family?
Sean and Wager.
Oh.
Ronnie, Sarah, Connor.
Yeah.
Me, Lance.
Phil and Sean.
There I am again.
Phil and Sean.
All by myself.
You and Victim are the only relation you have together.
Victim's all I got. That's all I got.
All right, that'll do it for Ronnie Phillips, Shawn Silvis, Phil Nichols. I'm Chris Evans. We'll talk to you in a couple of weeks when the Blue Jays open up Gelsman Stadium against the Duncan Demons. Until then, have a great week, a great off week, and of course, go Blue Jays.
Guthrie Blue Jay football is brought to you by Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, and you. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. North Church Guthrie, you matter. John Vance Auto Group, where it's comfortable to buy a car. Senator Chuck Hall, taking care of the people's business. Mercy Hospital, Logan County, your life is our life's work. South Point Baptist Church, welcome home. F&M Bank, a neighbor you can count on. S&T Oilfield Services, Joshua 2415. Integrity Heat and Air, we work with integrity. Strive Wellness Lounge, health therapy. Companion Healthcare, home health. Guthrie Blue Jay football is also brought to you by Interbank, A-Team Overhead Door, Red River Roofing, Guthrie Tag Agency, Hayes Funeral Home, Sonic I-35 and Highway 33, Mosquito and Pest Authority, Reese Appliance Repair, Exxon, and Merritt Roberts Farm Bureau, Oklahoma. You've been watching Guthrie Blue Jay football, home of the 4-time state champions. Until next time, go Blue Jays!